Hello everyone, how are you guys doing? Welcome to the last day of 2022. A couple of days back, I was saying, welcome to the last days of 2022. Now, it's not just the last day of 2022, but the last hours of 2022. Some of you're already in 2023. So if you're already in 2023 and you're watching us, please go ahead and send us a message and let us know what you see in 2023. How does it look? Does it look okay? Or we should be scared about it? But there's nothing to be scared about tomorrow. Okay, if you are someone who lives your life a certain way, you know that there is nothing to be afraid of. There is absolutely nothing to be afraid of. Everything has been marked. Everything has been put in its perspective. So really nothing to be afraid of. Okay, so whatever we see in the coming year, we are ready for it. We will take it as it comes. All right. So guys, I really want to welcome you. Thank you for all your support in this past 2022. Well, in the past months, okay, the past days, the past moments of 2022. On behalf of my wife, I really want to thank you, and I want to let you know that whatever you wish for us, we wish you 1,000 times. That's the thing about seed. You see, whatever seed you sow in people, or whatever seed you sow in life, you have to be doing that with a full consciousness, of the fact that you are prepared, to take in that kind of seed if it comes back to you. You sow seeds that you are willing to accommodate for yourself. So whenever you sow a seed, it doesn't come back to you as the same seed. When you sow a seed and you're about to reap the harvest of that seed, it comes to you in quantum proportions. It's not just one seed. You don't plant a corn and you go to harvest a corn and you have just one corn. No. Even if the corn didn't bear fruits, but you see more than one corn cob. Okay, if you plant any grain, it comes out multiplied. If it is black, it will come out black. If it is white, it will come out white. Sometimes it's mixed up. Okay, if it is good, if it is sweet corn, your expectation is that it will bear sweet corn as fruits. Okay, if you plant bitter cola, it's going to come out as bitter cola. So when you sow good seed to people, it comes out multiplied as good seed. But when you sow bad seed to people, you reap 1,000-fold of that bad seed. And we're talking about comments you make about people, posts that you've made about people, things you've said about people. You have to do that with all consciousness. And social media this year, more than every year, has made it has been good and bad in it. That's why we're having this program here. But you see, it, the bad side of things with social media is that this year it has made people throw all manners to the wind. People don't care anymore. People just say what they want to say to you. They just express it, like someone comes. I read comments. I see my brother or sister, whoever you are, Akachuku Okike Abiama. Akachuku Okike Abiama. I say saboteur. It just say sabo. It didn't even spell it. It says saboteur. So when you call someone saboteur, that's a seed you've sown. And my prayer for you is that you reap that same seed 1,000-fold. It could be in your workplace, it could be from your children, it could be from anywhere, but you're going to reap it. And that's why I say people who have been nice to us, I'm not able to return the same favor back to you because I don't know all of you. I don't have your contacts. but we become family on the internet. You defend me like you know who I am. You defend my wife. You write encouraging text to me. You do all that, and it makes you my family, and I appreciate you, and I wish that everything that you wish for me and my wife, that you get 1,000 of that in return. That things that we're not able to do to you directly, that God should do that to you through people. You know, people, when you need help, people should come to you. When people attack you, God will raise people to defend you. That's our prayer for you in this coming year. Okay, because if you think that this year was tough, I think next year is even gonna be tougher. Okay, and that's not to scare you, because the way things are going, I don't think we've reached the climax of things. I think it's still building. There could be things, and we have the ability to change things as human beings, as Christians, Muslims, wherever you are, whatever faith you profess, as individuals, we have the power. God has given us the power to change things. But if we do not wake up and take our future into our hands and do the right thing, next year will become worse. Trust me, I'm telling you. And the way we are going, it doesn't look like people are ready to change. There's more misinformation, there's more disinformation, there's more of people deliberately lying, concocting stories. A lot of this is going on out there, and for that it portends a lot of disaster for people, and if people don't change, well, sorry for them. I had a couple of people as members of the panel for the past days. Okay, 2 days ago I had people, they talked about insecurity, and yesterday, I had other people talk about religion and our churches, basically. And it was an interesting discussion we had. We also had Dr. Damages come on, and that was interesting. And today, I'm kind of expecting you to come from the comment section. Not nothing like you're special today. Those of you in the comment section, you're special. I want you to click on the I'm sending it again. Click on the link and come on video and let us talk. Let's talk about what happened in 2022 and plan ourselves for 2023. I'm hoping to hear from you. I'm hoping to hear something that will help me going into 2022. I'm hoping to see someone analyze the music, the songs that we heard in 2022, whether they made sense, whether they were inspirational, whether they were just useless. Movies. Remember Wakanda movie. Remember Black Adam. So many other movies that came out, and then there were reality shows out there. I want to hear you talk about that, and then real life. Out Actually, talking about shocking deaths. It's like the whole thing waited for the end of the year, and now we see Pele died, King Pele of Brazil died, and the Pope just died, and a lot of other people died this year. I mean, every death is important, we feel, but when people are figures, public figures, their death kind of sends shock waves across board. And so we want to hear about that. And in talking about that, it will make other people realize that this life, there's a time when everything gets terminated. Okay. So you see, somebody, Jeff Obi. Jeff Obi, you're the kind of people I'm expecting to come live and talk. They say, jobless one man just living in Canada and talking rubbish. I mean, see, living in Canada and talking rubbish. That's actually. I don't think anybody is living in Canada now is regretting it. Anybody at all. You know, Canada is quite a beautiful place and a lovely place. And if you're going to yap somebody or make them angry, that's not enough. Now, if you just call me, wow, one man just living in Canada and talking rubbish, that's I'm not supposed. Am I supposed to feel angry? Like, am I supposed to regret that I live in Canada? No, I don't. And am I supposed to regret that I'm on my channel talking? No. So yeah, maybe you should look for something else, and you keep posting it and posting it and posting it and thinking it will make sense. No, what we do is we just block you because that's the level of your foolishness. You forget that the channel is has an admin, and I'm able to throw away what you're saying. So that's the level of stupidity and foolishness we find this year. A lot of people are just out there, and the way they behave on social media. I know, look, education has dropped drastically, especially in a country like Nigeria. In the past 20 years, I dare say education has continued to tumble down. You see the quality of people's expression. I'm not just saying English, although we use English to as a yardstick to measure people's level of education. But I hate to accept it, but that's the truth. You see people express themselves, in English that they speak or they post out there, and you shudder. The one that gets to me is when people say, what's this word they always say, this phrase? They say, sorry for your loss. That one really shocks me. They say sorry for your loss. And I'm wondering, sorry for your loss, how? How? How can you say that kind of thing? Huh? Okay, we're putting up a phone number again for people who want to call and yeah, call, express yourself, say whatever you like. Also, I hope some of you are also learning how to handle people who volunteer themselves to be agents of uselessness. You know, like they just wake up in the morning and they decide they're going to be useless to themselves and to humanity. I hope you're learning how to deal with them, right? Because I see a lot of them, tons and tons of them. They just come and they call you names, they say things, and I can imagine that what they expect is for you to break down. They expect that you're not going to wake up the next day. They expect that you stop talking. They expect that you stop eating. I, I and you notice that when you don't do that, you don't have to do that. You should never do that. You don't have to. It's not necessary. And life doesn't work that way. You just keep doing what you're doing, right? And after a while, they'll realize those that called you foolish, they'll look around and they'll be able to actually figure out who is the foolish person. Okay. Yeah, and they can't stop you from doing what you're doing. Notice now that for some time we've chosen to do this particular series. I know it's a difficult series. I know it is the kind of thing that people don't even want to talk about. A lot of people don't even believe in crossover. That's not what this is about. I don't. I used to go for crossover nights, crossover nights as almost like a tradition, okay? But it's not, it's not really like that. Success, happy new year, happy new year to you. I like your name. I really love your name, Success. Yeah, nothing succeeds like success. I like that kind of name. But happy new year to you. You see people who who have they don't want to join this program because they don't believe in crossovers. But I still have to do it because, like I said, some people will come back and listen to the things we said days after we've said it, weeks after we said it, way into January. That's when some of the things that we're saying today will make sense to people. Okay, I don't want to do a show where I'm coming to show you or decisions you have to take for 2022, New Year resolutions and all that. Because for me, I believe you can make your resolutions any time of the year. Any time of the year, you can make your resolution. They have an Igbo proverb that says, "Mgbe onye ji teta ụra bụ ụtụtụ ya." Mgbe onye ji teta ụra bụ ụtụtụ ya. And let me also say that those of you who wonder why I speak in my language, Igbo language, and you're disturbed by it, you criticize me because of it. I wonder why that should be so. All my life, all my conversations, 90% of the times I'm speaking another person's language that is English. You think I'm so happy about it? I'm not so happy about it. I wish people communicated more in their own native languages and somehow we all understood each other. But English has become that vehicle with which we understand ourselves. But in speaking English, we just don't throw away our mother tongue. Those languages that are indigenous to us. Some of us have lost our languages. Some of us don't have any other language but English. So if you find that you can speak another language, I need for you to treasure it. It's a piece of history. It's a piece of your ancestry. It's a piece of your heritage that you carry along with you. And it is important, even as things become so disposable in the world today. It's always good to have something to hold on to that becomes a piece of where you're coming from. All right. So I am still waiting for people who are brave enough to click on the studio link and come inside the studio and let us have a conversation. This is not supposed to be a monologue. It's supposed to be a conversation themed broadcast where I have a guest. And today I'm telling you, I'm picking my guest from the comment section. Anybody can click on the link and come on and talk. And let us discuss what happened. Also, in discussing what happened in 2022, I also want you to know that I'm a believer of not living in the past, okay? But I don't believe in just throwing the past out of the window like it's part of you. It's not even possible. It's not possible. It's not something I encourage you to do. Listen very carefully to this. You don't have to dwell on the past, but most certainly you cannot discard the past and just throw it out of the window like it never happened. That's not right. So what you must do, you must pause, look back at the past, look at it critically, analyze how things happened in your past, your immediate past or in your distant past, analyze them, and out of it, check the things you did well, the things you did not do well, and then use that to plan how to proceed in the coming years. That's what I do. And that's what any reasonable person should be doing. That is my recipe for you. You look at the past, because if you don't know where you're coming from, then you won't know where you're going. You have to pause. You have to look back. When you're looking at your past, you're going to find some memories, you're going to find some experiences that will scare you, some experiences you don't even want to look at, you don't want to think about it. But if you have not sorted it out, if you have not settled with that experience, then it will continue to haunt you. You cannot move forward. So that's why it's important that you go back, look at it, deal with it, bring it to a closure, take lessons from that incident, from that event, from that moment, and move ahead. move ahead, stronger, better, so that in your life, when you come across that kind of event again, because life just keeps recycling itself, events keep recycling themselves. So when you meet that kind of event again, when you meet that kind of circumstance again, because you've dealt with it by analyzing what happened in the past, you will know how to deal with it in the future, and then you become a better person. The thing doesn't even become humongous to you. It doesn't become an obstruction. It doesn't harass you because you dealt with it. And this includes people. People, the things that people have told you, the things that people have done to you. Don't run away from them. Confront them. Sometimes you need to call the people. Sometimes you need to ignore them. Sometimes you need to shoot a note to someone and tell them about what they said, and that could just be it. Okay, so like I said, we're still waiting for anybody who is brave enough to click on the link. If you're just joining, this is the link here. You can click on it and come into the studio and join in the conversation. And if we're not able to have anybody join in the conversation, we will run the program because it's about being consistent. We plan to do this program, we're doing it, and we'll finish strong. The thing about finishing strong is that you do things when, because you've committed to do it, you do it when it is convenient, and when it is not convenient, you just push and you do it. That's what makes you become consistent in what you're doing. We've done this show now for a lot of years, and sometimes we're not able to do it, but when you see that we're not able to do it, it's because we've tried our best and we couldn't do it. It's not just that we walk away from it and say, "No, we're not doing it again." No, 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 no. I'll keep doing it for as long as God gives me the strength and the enablement to do it, because I believe that in doing this program, when people respond to things, when people post things, I take it and I apply it to areas of my life, and it teaches me. I learn every day from people. And also when I talk, I believe people learn from me. So that's why we keep doing it, and we'll keep doing it. Tomorrow we're gonna have Omoyele Shore come here and chat with us, spend time with us, and we will learn from him, and he will learn from us. you know, uh, that's one thing about life. Yeah, I say iron sharpens iron, or if you use the old King James, it says iron sharpeneth iron. So he'll be here, and I'm expecting to have a fun time with Omoyele Shore here. And there'll be a lot of giveaway. We don't really do giveaways on our shows, and even Shore doesn't like giveaways. A lot of people have said, "Oh, Chidi, why don't you do giveaway?" So I listen. Like I told you, I listen to people. So tomorrow we're gonna have giveaways. This is the show. Make sure you don't miss it. Good evening, Anita Sunday. How are you? Um, I'm also waiting for someone who is brave enough because it's not easy. Brave enough. That's why I keep sending this link. Brave enough to click on the link and come on. I'm looking for that person who is brave enough to click on the link and come into the studio and talk, or pick up the phone and call. Uh, I know a lot of you that are in Nigeria. It's difficult. It's difficult for you, but you can still do that. You can still do that. We have to do what we have to do, and it's a Sunday. You can click on the link and come into the studio and talk, or you can call on the line there. We need to talk to someone. So go ahead and pick up the phone and call the studio line, and or you can click the link and join in the studio. Let's finish this year strong. We're looking for that one person. There has to be one person that will oblige and come into the studio and join me, and we'll finish strong. Maybe I should have titled this Finishing Strong. We have to finish strong in spite of everything. That's what tough people do. Tough people finish strong. And that's what we're going to do. So the line is open for you to call, and the link is also there for you to click and join. A lot of people who come, they come here to harass you. They have lots of things they want to say to you. But when you provide the opportunity, then they don't come. They don't say anything anymore. I begin to wonder, why is this so? You were previously, saying all kinds of things. You're posting even on my page, on my Facebook page, on worship media page, on YouTube, on Instagram, on Twitter. But when we give you the opportunity to talk, you don't want to do that. Yesterday we talked about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and I expected a lot of people to talk. Shield Power, good afternoon to you. Are you going to be the lucky person? Not the lucky person. But are you going to be the person that we are looking forward to? Shield Power. We're looking for someone to join in the studio. So if you're the one, click on the link and join us in studio. Shield Power. The number to call is also there. So if you want to come and say, okay. I know I've been talking too much, but this is very important. Listen, guys. I noticed that there's a lot of people that how do I put this? A lot of people that are friends. They've made friends with me and my wife over the years, and you know, male and female friends, and a lot of them are people who have had relationship issues. Okay, so as counselors, we've spoken to some people, but it made me start thinking that there is a high level of this in our society. People needing to talk about their relationships, breakups, and how they want to start uh, um, life, how they want to start life all over again on another level of relationship with a new person. So we're thinking about, you know, doing a program, where we would have people, couples, well, people, individuals come and say what they want, you know, kind of a matchmaking thing, but just give people an outlet to be able to express themselves. And in doing that, hopefully they'll be able to meet people that also want what they want. I don't know what you guys think about it. So let me hear your comments. Do you think we should do a program on? We do relationship programs. We do that during Valentine when we talk about relationships. We advise people on relationship, but this time around we just want to do a program where we we let people talk about what they like in life, the kind of person they would want to meet, their age, what job they do. And then when they do this, we will now ask them to leave a contact, how people can contact them. So it's either they are single and searching, or maybe they're in a relationship and they want to get out of that relationship, or they were married, they have kids, and they are divorced, or they're separated, or they have kids they were never married, but they would like to get married, male or female. We are looking to doing this in the new year. And if you have any tips, you can always send me a text on that number, or you can send us an email. A lot of you don't even know our email, so I'm going to put up our email here. If you're joining and you're wondering what this guy is talking about, well, I'm ending the year with you. That's why we're talking like this. We're just gisting. That's what we're doing. We're just gisting, touching this and that. And people are, are shy to come and face the camera. It's wonderful. Sometimes I don't know why these things happen. And I would love to know. There are things that I'm curious about. Like, it would be nice for someone to say, Chidi, this is why. This is why. You can even type it. Why are people shy to come on the camera? Why? Why is this so? I wonder. I used to wonder why. Why are people shy to come and speak? Am I so controversial? Or are you scared of being seen with me? Do you think that would be trouble for you? Do you think that would be trouble for you? Is that why you're not joining? Oh my God. I would love to hear this. I would love to hear people say, you know, um, this is why they're not able to join. Honestly speaking, it will be nice to find out why. Okay. So if you know why, leave it in the comment section also. Because sometimes, like a day like this, I feel odd. It feel awkward. I'm just talking to you, and I see some of you are watching and listening, but you're not making the call. You're not clicking on the chill power. No, what? Okay, tell me. Let's interact by text. Since some of you, okay, I can understand the ladies. The ladies, you just can't appear anyhow. Ladies don't just appear. A lady needs to be in a right frame, made up and all that, feeling confident with themselves before they appear. But how about men? What's the problem? Why don't you guys look at me? You see, I'm not even like shaven. I'm not neatly shaven. You see, everything is raw, but I don't care. It's still me. I don't have to. You touch me anytime, and I'm ready. So, chilled power, you that is laughing, tell me why you think people are shy to come on air and speak. Why do you think they are shy? I'm waiting for your text. Why do you think people are shy to come and talk? Let me. I'm sending a message to someone now. Sending a message. Let me see who will join in the studio. So meanwhile, is that I need to do my makeup. I knew it. I knew. I knew it. I knew that for women, this is the problem. They need to do their makeup. Okay, so let me excuse the women. You can join. See, you can join without camera. See, look at, you can join like this. Okay, so it doesn't matter. Just click on the link and then hide your camera, and we can talk. You don't have to put on your camera. I guess maybe some of you are scared. So just or call on the phone. Okay, so you can hide your. You see the way I hid my camera. You can do that. All right. So why do people not call in? You can also call in on WhatsApp, even on WhatsApp. Uh, WhatsApp. Why do people not call in, even on WhatsApp? Why is this so? This will also help us, going into next year, so we know what exactly we want. There's a lot of people doing these programs now. There's a lot of new channels, and sometimes it's difficult for you to get the attention of your listeners or your viewers, because now everybody is dragging them in different areas. So we want to be able to make sure that we remain authentic. We're not just gonna start doing what people are doing just because they're doing it. No, no, no. If it's not right for you, if it's not truthful, if it's not sincere, we will not do it just so that we get followership or so that we become uh, relevant. No, no, this is not about being relevant. And I'm on that program. I'm live and you're calling me. Okay, let me call you back. Okay, thank you. All right, so that was my cousin. That was my cousin calling me. Um, I'll deal with him after. Because he called me a small boy, even though he's older than me by just a year or two. He called me a small boy. I'll go and deal with him when I get off this. So, guys, anyways, the essence of this is just to make sure that we ended the year very strong. We're grateful to God that we saw the last day of 2022. Someone like me, I am full of excitement and expectation for 2023. There's so much that's going to be happening. For one, there's going to be a change of government, hopefully in Nigeria. Anyhow, something new must happen in 2023. That's why we're very, very happy. I'm happy that I'm supporting someone like Omoyele Sowore and that we're in the presidential race. If Sowore wins the president of Nigeria, I know that it's going to be very, very exciting. Someone has come to rescue me just as I was going to end. And
we don't there. We don't land like Land Rover.
Wow, that's good. You're really looking like
Land Rover begin.
You're ready to go into 2023. That's good.
I'm ready. If you ask me one question, he say, when I begin to talk, say, some people claim say they be #1 billionaire for the whole world. When I know say they don't they pay tax, they be like Donald Trump when he evade taxes. I go ask me, say, hey, if they say when they want to donate to your foundation, you go take and say, well, I no go collect her. I go collect and need because they want tax money when they not pay. Now that they try to they give me make I say big facility. They carry all my children when they street to come out for streets. Make they live better life. Make they go school. So everybody's waiting for our money.
Thank you.
Number go soon ready. Hey, MFLA, thank you. Thank you for changing the color of the money. I know say plenty people still get CPM for house. As of January, 93 go expire.
Hold on, Ann, hold on. Hey. Alex, so how are you?
Good evening, sir. Dr. Chidi.
I was going to end the program. I said people are shy to come on.
So how you go end program when we they come?
I said whether not only me. I don't talk. I don't talk. Nobody.
I was with you from the beginning. I know. Yeah, I was just watching, so I said, let me just come in. Good evening,
Thank
sir.
you.
Longest time, sir.
Yes,
Alex, na
so
Naija you dey?
No, I
Where
did
you dey?
for Morocco.
Okay. I be this all you dey Naija. I wan tell you say your title not free. When you go take crossover, drop am for Dr. Chidi channel. Because
I did France. I did France.
na here
I
like
did
dey post
France.
better title.
I did France. I did France.
Because any
Wait,
person that
who
drop
they talk? Not
title not
the
free
Mother
in this
Esho they talk.
channel
Mother,
today.
who they talk? Esho.
Yes,
That's-
so correct.
Esho.
Now we be this bros. Hey,
Good
hey,
evening, man.
bros, we don't meet here today.
Mama, they hear your name for everywhere. You scatter everywhere.
I be area scatter, worry that they carry last.
I be that also. I be from Abraka.
My vulnerable,
Umagari. Mingo.
Redo.
Mama,
Mingo.
yeah. Mama,
I
you
be
take her
area
easy. Oh.
scatter.
You take her easy about
No,
our
I
man
go take
body.
it easy. Why you go talk like that?
Ma?
They thief my children destiny.
Yes. No,
They
no, no.
don't give them.
For the government.
Wait, make a land.
For
Wait,
the
make
government.
a land,
Finish.
bros.
For...
Wait. They
So-
thief my children destiny.
Yes, ma'am.
They can't give them poverty. Give them lack. I can't add hopelessness, Jonah. Then my children come turn to Yahoo boys and girls. They come turn to Olosho and hookup. They come turn to kidnapper. They come turn to bandits and unknown government. They come even turn to Fulani herdsmen. When I can't get the audacity say my children they do bad. No, I support the campaign. They say pikin when no want him, mama make it sleep, he not go sleep. This time around, politician and useless Geo when no want my children to fulfill destiny. We go tell them say now not go level for them again.
Okay, Mama, no vessel. But why you got a day against the activities of Samuel Ekpa?
Oh, no match that break.
No.
How you go tell my mama and my papa and my brothers and sisters? Na TV contribution either they take feed. You can't lock them inside house for 5 days. At that time, say you feel do amo, but you provide 3 square meters for 5 days. And also put emergency in case my sister when get belle won't come. They go meet you, nobody go trouble them.
Okay.
That one finish. If you want make them sit down for inside for 1 year, as long as you go they supply trailer of food, they collect. Then your work go do. But you don't go there for France. They chop burger. They chop street in the money. They use champagne and red wine to wash and down. Then you go tell my people make them stay for hunger. That is evil and wickedness.
Mama, today now so because of one lady, the Nigeria government don't destroy everywhere. Both marketplace everywhere don't burn it down.
You know, Sabi, those when you know me, since when I started my journey of
I know you, man. I know you very well. I know you. I dey follow you. I dey watch you.
2019, when I start journey of Andaimogo, I don't tell my people say we are sitting on a time bomb. The only thing when not make the bomb don't scatter. Now when they get little hope. But if a Milo come, because we go himself in. Anything when I see for Nigeria, make una not blame anybody.
I recall. Okay, make I jump in here. Because Alex, I really like. You see me, I'm somebody who believes in dialogue, and,
yes,
I believe to analyze things and think objectively. But I notice people don't get patience for that. People prefer to just they talk, make noise, and not even listen to each other. Or they just come and attack you based on something, but they don't want to engage you. So I'm kind of very, very interested in hearing you talk about Simon Ekpa, because you know where I stand with Simon Ekpa. People just come here, just post something and run away.
No.
So now that you're talking about Simon Ekpa, I'm really interested in engaging you. You see,
yes. Dr. Chidi, I even called him because of Simon Ekpa, not because I called him and I saw more issue, and because of Simon Ekpa, that's why I called him.
Okay, that's good.
Yes, I know Simon Ekpa through you,
Exactly.
and I know how you support everything. But in a while now, some of your videos circulating in social media, and I not gonna understand. That is why it's okay. Let me just speak to you in person. Me not gonna understand, because for
Okay.
me,
Good,
me,
it's good. You see, that's
yes,
why I like some people. I don't like people thinking they're doing me a favor by saying they don't want. No, I like when you talk like this. So you see, you said something. You said you got to know Simon Ekpa through me.
yes,
Okay, so that shows you that in the past, I've had Simon Ekpa on my channel twice. I
yes,
interviewed him, and then later on, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was renditioned, everybody was, people were so cold. They didn't know what to do. People were confused. Nobody was talking. I brought all the people that were talking, all the freedom fighters,
yeah.
and we not did too much. I brought My Good Diary. I brought Simon Ekpa, and we all did a broadcast together. And I
No,
said,
I remember a show you were doing where someone told you that it's like Simon Ekpa, something is happening to Simon Ekpa after the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Just call him now and check on him. It's like it's not fine.
and
And instantly you book
I
or through
called
and he
him
spoke to you that
exactly.
it's
So
fine, everything's working fine. That
So you
yes,
see, at that time, nothing was going wrong, and then it's just like, for instance, let me give you an excuse, right? Let me give you an analogy. Okay, somebody who was caught doing something bad. Let me even say somebody who you saw and they went and stole, and they were caught stealing with a gun, an armed
yes,
robber. Okay, that is that day you caught that person doing bad. That's when you judge that person based on what you caught them doing. But all their life, maybe you caught them when they were like 34 years. All
yes,
their life before that 34 years, they did a lot of good things. But you cannot say that because of everything they did in 34 years, that particular thing you caught them doing, you now forget about it. Do you understand what I'm saying?
yeah, I'm with you. Sir.
You will talk about that thing that they did. That's why you go to court, somebody who has never killed anybody at all. They kill somebody, the judge looks at it and they said, this thing will not be more than a manslaughter, because maybe the guy was driving a car and that brake failed.
Yes,
One kill somebody. That one you go say a manslaughter. Another person, they drive the motor, brake no fail. They just carry the motor, they just go, they overspeed, they go kill somebody. That one now murder. Do you
yes,
understand? So in the case of Simon Ekpa, he was doing well, in quotes. We all were agitating for Biafra, but then all of a sudden, the same person started sounding a certain way. I called him and I said, oh boy, I don't understand though, waiting they happen again. Because we talk like this. Somebody was telling me, oh, that I say I know Simon Ekpa, I don't know him. I said, I don't know Simon Ekpa from anywhere. Just like we know ourselves online like this. And with the talk on the phone. I call him. I'm not dropping his name for anything. And I said, what is going on? That time they were raising money with the people in the US. Actually, there was one, they did a flyer with his name there. And I said, why are these people putting you in this thing? I thought there was a controversy. He said, no, he no follow. It's not part of it. Oh. I said, okay. I wanted to know. And the next thing, the same person that told me that he no follow, he posted the flyer on his page, which means he's in support of it. I'm like, this is childish now. So I kept quiet. I'm like, this guy is not a small boy. Whatever he's doing, he's responsible for it. So I left him. Another time, somebody sent me lots of documents about a deal that let me tell you what happened. It's a WhatsApp group here in Canada of Igbo people. Somebody was ranting about Simon Ekpa. He posted things that he ate his money. He did immigration fraud. Then I called the guy behind. I said, oh boy, this is not like, don't do this now. You can't come in public and be accusing somebody like this. I know Simon. Can you allow me to intervene in this to go public? The guy said, for sure. I now carried all the thing that the guy said, I will send you some other things privately. I said, okay. I now forwarded it to Simon. I said, my brother, see what somebody was talking about on a WhatsApp group in Canada. I think you should attend to this because if it gets out there, it's not good. It just blocked me.
Okay.
It just blocked me. I said, I tried to, all the numbers that he has, I tried to contact, it just blocked me. And then the next thing I was now seeing, he will make a broadcast and he will say, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, nobody should listen to him as long as it's in the dungeon. See, you see all those things. My brother, I'm not a stupid person. You know me, I've worked with a lot of people currently with, unless you think that Sowore is not an intelligent person. The experiences that Omoyele Sowore went through in DSS is just like what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going through. All of this is that Simon Ekpa is doing, personal fight with DOS, DOS too. I was not happy with DOS at the time.
I understand. See, so I know we know the stories, but the truth is that the DOS, those people, for me, they are not working. Because
it's up to you, my brother. See,
yes,
you should have allowed me to finish.
Okay,
I'm trying to tell you that.
How do you define working?
DOS is the structure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu established. I am not a member of IPOB, mind you. Do you understand? I don't think you're a member of IPOB.
Yes, I'm here.
Are you a member of IPOB?
No, I'm not a member.
Good. We are all sympathizers of the struggle. Okay.
But I'm a strong supporter, yes.
Exactly. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of IPOB. He has a structure that he put in place. Just like Chidi Nwanyanwu is the head of the Nwanyanwu family. Alex, there's no how that you can love me so much that you will now begin to tell me that, you know what's happened? From tomorrow, Erica is no longer your wife. In fact, I don't marry another wife to come give you. Do you understand? See, now you, Alex, you love me so much. You love my kids. You can't say, in fact, from today, anything where Erica talk, make nobody listen to me. In fact, say the money, they now, say, make people, they send you money to feed my children. Listen, the most you can do is establish a parallel thing. If there's something I was doing, I don't want to begin to go into so many things.
The most you can do is to reconcile it.
See, you try so much to reconcile and it doesn't work.
Wait, did Samuel Ekpa try to reconcile? Abi because
no, he doesn't want to reconcile. He doesn't want to. No. He doesn't want to reconcile. Let me tell you something. You see you now. If what you're doing, if you have an agenda, and you have not gotten to the end of that thing, if you have an agenda, you've not gotten to the end of that thing that you're doing, let me tell you what you could do. You will run away from some reconciliation because that reconciliation will scatter all your plans. It will scatter all your agenda. So what you have to do is to do everything to protect that your agenda.
So that reconciliation don't take place.
No, I could, this is my opinion and I'm entitled to your opinion. Just like you, Alex, you are entitled to your own opinion. And at the end of the day in life, you, Alex, you will say something, it will be there. Anne will say something, it will be there. Me, I will say something, it will be there. Do you know the only thing that will prove us right or wrong?
Truth.
After some time.
Truth.
It could take months, it could take years.
Mm-hmm.
But from time to time, what you have to do is go back to some experiences that you've had with people and see that after a couple of years, the truth was discovered. There are so many things that Simon has said, which baffles me that it has honestly deceived people, and the people who have allowed it to deceive them, I just chill for them. It makes me, it's chilling to me. Let me give you an example. You come and you tell people that the DSS facility is so dangerous that there is nothing that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu says through his lawyers there that can be believed. And you keep whining it and whining it, and people start to believe it. Do you know the only time he says that?
That even I believe it also.
Okay, because
yes.
See,
because you know I believe it, sir.
Alex,
the reason I believe it is this. The reason I believe is that I believe that anybody in captivity cannot make it does have to stay on its own. Anybody captivity, like Boko Haram kidnap someone now, and the person don't have any say.
Alex, that is different. Alex, if what you're saying
that is different.
If what you're saying is true,
from somebody that is locked up.
Let me tell you something. Alex, do you know why? Even though we are friends, but I respect you a lot, but I feel sorry for you. Will see, go and mark it down somewhere, and let me bet with you. Go and write today. I'll bet $1,000 with you that in some years down the road, you'll come back and say, Dr. Chidi, you were right. Because this is a strategy. It's a strategy. If I already know that you are anybody that talks against Simon Ekpa, he downloads a lot of things against him. That person becomes all the terrible things at the point they quarrel with him. That's the point. But before then, everything is okay. Everything is okay. Now, listen. This is not a joke.
Yes, it's not a joke. It's a serious
issue. It's not a serious matter.
The truth is that you know why Simon Ekpa is the key right now. He's the only man that is everyone sees doing something.
No, it's not like that. See,
yeah, I'm telling you the truth.
That's the dangerous thing. Anna, they come. Anna, they come. Please.
Educate me with you.
See, let me tell you something. It's like I want to use an analogy that is it's not popularity. Popularity doesn't make something right. It doesn't. Look, it doesn't. If you think that because somebody is the most popular, it means that what they are saying is right. That you're playing a very dangerous game, a very, very dangerous game. Because you see, it's not everybody that is willing to do what Simon Ekpa is doing. You see Omoyele Sowore right now. You see Omoyele Sowore that I believe in him and campaigning for him. Or like Dr. Damage, I'm just trying to use a good analogy. Dr. Damage came yesterday and he was joking on my program. And he was yabbing. He said, Chidi, look at you. You dey here, they speak English. Look at this man. What's his name? Portable. Portable don't go enter coffin. And he's viral.
Yes.
If I go out naked on the streets of Toronto here, naked, carry Nigeria flag, say Buhari is a madman, I swear I will go viral.
Mother Kora.
I will go viral immediately. So now, tell me, another person, the president of Nigerian Canadian Association, will come here and say Buhari is a madman, and people will not listen to him. And somebody will come out now and say, Chidi be the thing to follow now. Look at followership now. Even CNN carry on. Tomorrow again, I'll go and grab a woman by the neck. Police go come. Say what I say, because Nigeria is not working. They will now make reference to another video that I did. Now, so I don't start to trend though. If I will say next tomorrow, everybody come out. I'm going to do something that will shock you. If you think you've seen something shocking, come next tomorrow. Next tomorrow, I'll go get crowd. Look, I've been on social media for years, my brother.
Yes, I know you so much, Dr. Chidi. Dr. Chidi, you guys
So,
start my social media. I know you already, sir.
so you see,
Dr. Chidi,
it is
we
not.
know.
I just want to establish that fact for you that it is not popularity that means you're saying the right thing. You made a point. You said because of that woman, Army has gone to destroy things.
Yes.
But listen now, doesn't that confirm what we're telling you, what we have been screaming?
But Dr.
The
Chidi,
woman,
it's like 2 years ago, I made a video with you also like this.
Alex,
Dr. Chidi, let me tell you something we spoke about years ago.
Okay.
Then, Mazi Kano was on ground also. That was after the death of the consul. And I spoke with you just like this also. And I told you that the activities of unknown government that is going on in the Southeast, it's not high time that Mazi Kano and the Biafra people should take responsibility of it. And you told me something that, no, that I said, okay, look at the way Boko Haram are operating. Now the government is afraid of them.
And what did I tell you?
You told me that the IPOB cannot take responsibility of unknown government. You told me because the method of the Boko Haram which they used to operate is not the same method that the IPOB or Mazi is going to use to operate. Also, that's what you told me.
You're making a mistake. See, that's the problem here. We cannot solve. Do you know why I asked you whether you're a member of IPOB?
But you told me that now years back. You told me that.
No, people cannot differentiate between IPOB, ESN, unknown gunmen. They are all different.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you now. And ever since Simon activities, Simon has not been caught with any kind of atrocity. He has not.
How can you say this?
He has not now.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Alex, you are countering what you're saying. So
no.
When money is contributed by Simon Ekpa and whoever raises money,
yes,
is this money given to support some people in Nigeria?
Yes, Simon Ekpa contribute money to support ESM.
Good.
Yes.
Hold on there. He's using the money to support ESN.
Yes.
Now, who established ESN?
It's Mazi Kano.
ESN command is under who?
The leadership has been divided.
Okay, good. You're thank you. Stay with me, but answer the question straight. The ESN that was formed by Mazi Kano is under what leadership?
Initially, under DOS.
No, just don't keep saying. Just
answer
straight.
Let me say under DOS.
Yes. So the ESN that Mazi Kano established is under DOS.
Yes, but something happened along the way.
I'm coming now.
Yes, okay, let me wait. Okay, I'm listening.
We're getting there. You see, don't be afraid of the truth, even when it's against you.
Okay, yes. No, I'm not.
Let me recap and tell you what you've answered now. Simon Ekpa sends money to ESN.
Yes.
And I asked you who formed ESN. He says Mazi Kano. And I asked you.
Your network is breaking there.
Oh, I'm sorry that it's breaking on your side. But I asked you that ESN, who is at the head of ESN? And you say DOS. Now, who is DSS under?
Your network is still breaking, but it's like your voice. Can you hear me properly?
No, my network is okay. Check from your side.
Your voice, your audio.
Okay, how about now?
No, it's like.
No, it's not. It's my.
It's not the network, but it's the audio. It's not the network.
My mic is right in my mouth, so I don't know why. Maybe you need to go out and come back. But from here,
it's perfect now. Perfect.
From here, it's perfect. Okay.
Yeah, it's perfect now.
Okay, so listen. Let me even stop asking you the question so I can get quickly to what I want to get into.
Okay.
Mazi Kano is still in control of DOS. DOS is under Mazi Kano. They have not broken their rank. Just listen to me. He's communicating with them. They are taking instructions from him. No ranks. This is his structure that he recognizes. DSS has ESN under their control and command. You have clearly stated, and that is the truth, that there is a split, there is a section, there is a group, because you can call anything anyhow. Armed robbers, kidnappers, people who are killing people now, they tie Biafran flag and carry a gun and do whatever they want to do. They too are answering Biafra, they're answering IPOB. You can't do anything about it. So also, there is a group that Simon Ekpa sends money to, according to you, that have called themselves ESN, but they are not under the command of DOS or Nnamdi Kanu. So now, when you now see that some people will go and enforce sit at home and do a video and say, now we do am, now we be ESN. And IPOB, through their leadership, says, these are not our people. I don't want to be the one to say it, but it looks like you're telling me that those people may be the ESN that Simon Ekpa or another person for that matter is supporting. So at least we have established clearly that there is a group that is functioning out there that is not the one that, because everybody has to take responsibility. And so in doing any of those activities, these people are not running away. They say they are the ones that do it. And now, are you not connecting the dots? That when you say that there is a group that is being sponsored and called ESN, and Simon Ekpa raises money and gives them. But when something, you now turn around and say, Simon Ekpa has not been caught with any wrongdoing.
Yes.
So
No,
please. So again, is it that this ESN he's sending money to are really not enforcing the sit at home? What are they doing?
The ESM they are the one protecting the farm. They stand when there is an attack in the Amufu, they went there too. So they went there also. They went on attack. They went there to rescue. Even some women, they even make the video. I have the video clip.
Alex,
Alex,
remember that in that video they are talking about. Do you hear what they said? They said that they went, they rescued, they killed some army men, they killed some army people. They said they killed about 15 army guys.
Yes.
Okay, good. Which ESN is that?
Mazinari kind of make a broadcast. He said, if you come for us, we'll come for you. Kill us.
You see, I told you, let's talk straight. I just asked you, since you know. Me,
yeah,
if I tell people that I know some things, I don't want it to make you look like you two, you know, because you can't talk about something you don't know. So I assume that you know. I just asked you a question.
Yes, I know. Okay, let me just go straight.
So Alex, that ESN.
Let me explain to you. Yeah, I'm going there now. The issue is this: the military were backing.
No, if you don't answer that question, it will not make me understand, because I want us to differentiate. That ESN that made that video.
Yes.
Because through Emma Powerful and DOS, they always tell you when they've done something. They say it is us that did this. Okay. And Simon Ekpa will also come and say, it is our people that did this thing. So it is clear that there are two different people operating. You have established it too. It doesn't matter whatever name they call themselves. They call themselves ESN too. And you've said that. So I just asked you now, the people that went and did that video, say they killed the military, which ESN is that?
Like I have a call just enter. Hello?
So, are you listening to me on the call?
I cannot hear you.
You cannot hear me? It's from your side.
No?
You need to
let me leave and come back.
That's what I'm telling you. Go out and come back. My sister Anne, Are you still there? Hello, Anne. Are you still there? Okay, I think Anne, maybe she went on a short break. So I'm going to wait for Alex to come back, and it's funny that every time the discussion goes in this direction, but like I said, that's why we're here. We can tackle tough issues so that when we are going into next year, we're going to it ready for next year. And I don't hear you. I hope you can still hear me from. Hello, Anne. Can you hear me? So you see what I was talking about, and for some of you, I know this discussion you don't even understand what we're talking about, and but for those of you who understand what we're talking about, it's a matter of people allowing themselves to be deceived. It doesn't matter if 1,000,000 people are going in one direction, as long as you are confident in the direction that you're going. It doesn't matter if only you, one person, is traveling on that road. Don't let the 1,000,000 people distract you, because 1,000,000 people can be wrong. It doesn't, you're not right by majority. No, 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 no. Always know that sometimes you can be the only person that is right. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, Doctor, I can hear you.
Good. So let me take you back to where we were. I just asked you if the ESN that did that, who they are, since we know that there's a split, and DOS have said this one is not our ESN. Emma Powerful will say this one is not our ESN. So you have to first of all accept some things within you that will help you. You know, I like to do. How do I what is I was trying to talk about? Anyway, let's leave it. But it's good when you analyze things. You'll be able, not based on emotions, just clear facts. Just clear facts. And I like the fact that you see what's happening out there on social media. The first thing is people just, violence is reigning now. So if somebody just see you talk about somebody that you don't like, if somebody see me talk about P2B, they just bounce on me. They don't want to.
Me too, also. Same thing.
I say, they just attack me. Okay.
I told someone, he attacked me. I said, okay, let's bet $1,000. If Peter become third position, then you take the money.
You see, a lot of it, and people don't understand. Okay, for instance, I was going to do a video. Is it not shameful? Is it not shameful that our youths will sit down like this, fold their hand, and I ask them, what are you waiting for? He said, we are waiting for Wike them. They go London. We won't know whether who they go sponsor. Now they go tell us who to vote for. I say, are you crazy?
Wike is fighting for himself, not any Nigeria.
But look at the people that you have turned to for direction. The same people that put you in the position where you are today. The same people that hid your palliatives. They are the people that now, all of a sudden, you don't wash them with bleach. That's the problem I have.
The painful part there. There's some bit of with Shugumi. There's that Shugumi is no longer a terrorist.
I'm telling you.
Few days ago, Shugumi made a comment that anybody that votes for any politician will kill bandits. That bandits are our warrior, and nobody should vote for them.
Shebi P2B met with Gumi.
Yes, now they stopped and they had a meeting, a private meeting together.
And look at
And that, with this statement, Shogomi came out to say that is the essence of the meeting. Maybe Peter Obi have already agreed to them. And a few months ago, this 5G governor came out that they have a meeting with Peter Obi and the Atiku that they are weighing the
option.
The option, the one that stood the most, that what they go for. So
Alex, Shebi me, I don't run for election for Nigeria. When you are going to meet with any stakeholder, election, somebody say, Chidi, you people don't understand that you have to play politics the way they play politics in Nigeria. And they laugh, because when you guys have decided to play politics the way they play politics in Nigeria, are you really ready? Because me, I know what it means. So when politicians call you into closed door meeting, what do you think they go to do there? What do you think they go to do there?
It's brand envelope.
It passed brand envelope. Now agreement. When we get a talk, what thing we get a say? When agreement is agreement. You see, why are people deceiving themselves? There's no way P2B will go and sit inside the room with these people and they do agreement and you come out and tell me that no, it's different. We all by our mouth would they turn something that they are doing koro for you. Look at the people that are
for me. Chidi, it's not I don't support the election, but my best candidate is Omole Sowore. Not because I'm talking with you, I'm sitting on my platform. My best candidate, if I were to vote for someone, is Omole Sowore. And some idiot are coming telling me, sorry to use that word idiot, some people, low-thinking people are telling me that Omole Sowore to come and join Peter Obi. Who is Peter Obi?
No.
That's what I'm saying. Who is Peter Obi? Peter Obi is supposed to come and beg Omole Sowore, not Omole to come and meet Peter Obi.
Let me tell you, as an Igbo man talking, a lot of people have told me, Chidi, even if you're saying this, don't say it in public. Now, somehow. I said, why? My annoyance, you see, P2B, as every Nigerian, has a right. He has a right to contest for an election. Everybody has a right to contest for an election. But my problem is when you come and you take, you see, I did very mad. I don't like deception. When you come and you come, I just noticed something. Sister Anne, I'll give you one secret. You see that your light. Because I see you have a good phone with a good camera. But see, try this and see how it works. That light behind, it has to be in front of you. You have to make sure that light is in front of you. As long as your camera is seeing that light, it's making you not have the best quality for your video. So later on, when you have the time, take that light that is behind you and bring it, in front of the camera. You will see the best effect, yes. So that's beside the point. So my brother, my quarrel with P2B is that you came with a good everything, but
a good agenda.
You now go and you carry that youth population and you now come and sell fake to them. You come and these people that the youth in Nigeria, they don't tire. They are ready to move on their own. They are ready to do their own thing. But you now come to them. I've asked youth, when P2B is having meeting with all these people, does he carry you along?
No.
Does he ask you before he goes to meet those people? When he finishes the meeting, does he tell you has he ever come and
say
this? No. So
there's anything he does is good.
You people, you are it's dangerous what you're trying to do to yourself, because what all of us came together and say we are no longer doing again, you're going back to your vomit. You're going back to now listen for Obasanjo's advice. You're going back. Before, they thought it was only that visit to IBB and Obasanjo. But right now, everybody that we have anything against them, we've gone and shook hands with them, and we have told them that we will not probe them. So what are we doing? He said, okay. He said, when we come in power, then we will now, we only play with them. Then when we come in power, we'll do what we want to do. Who they play that game? So it's not going to work.
No, you see, I say it every platform I go. Say my candidate na Sowore, but because my children they dance kelebe follow Obi, and as a good mother, you go just leave them. But the truth is this, and I dey ask Obi this question from time to time. If Nigeria na a company, and he give am to all these people since 1960 to the hand to the take care of her, and they thief the company, oh, and you know all of them when he thief the company. Now opportunity come for her to come take over the company, and you know say these people still there, and the property when they take and do everything there, and he go come tell me say he no go probe them to collect the money. So until Obi said he will not probe them in a company with a sincere heart, then I go believe her.
No,
But
Obi
if you
said
say
he will
you
not.
dey probe our people when thief us, now be say you know say there is kelebe for your cover when they know about. When we say if you press that button of probing, they too go put the kelebe come out.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Let not deceive.
Since
Let
we are
not
talking,
deceive me.
since we are talking,
Sorry, Dr. Chidi. You can't even they tell me say the person when he thief our 16 billion, he can't give us darkness. You say na your mentor, my brother. What will be the meaning of mentor?
No.
Mentor be na person when be say he go dey guide me happy.
Okay.
So you can't tell me say na your mentor,
Senior brother.
na your senior brother.
Okay.
So when you enter power, he go give you some of those ideas when they take give us darkness. Atiku, hear me, oh, all Atiku follower. Make me tell and say, he open him mouth tell us say they pay the people the 16 billion, so he know the people. Atiku,
okay, let me ask you a question.
who collect that 16 billion plus interest, una go return her.
But no, Obi said he's not going to probe anybody. So this one where you talk now, Obi said he's not going to probe anybody.
No. Me, I just tell Atiku say, and them go charity, a civil organization, and we will come to ask the question. Period.
No. Obi said he's not going to probe anybody. But the question.
I'm not talking of us, B. I'm talking of our foundation. We will ask the question.
Okay. See. Let me tell you the problem I have is this. When you talk about credibility, before you say that somebody is your campaign chairman,
your mic is bad.
It's always you, it's not me. Anytime it happens,
Mother Esho is the same.
He hear me.
He clear like a clear.
That's what I'm telling you. I'm using a very high quality mic, my brother. Very high quality.
Unless I be your village people can't do some meeting for you.
Let me mute myself.
Okay. So you see, when we are at a point, I understand. Like, that's why I just have to chill and just keep praying for us till after this 2023, because we are going through different levels of frustration in Nigeria. Now, the level where we did, there's really nothing that Sowore can do about it. It's not even P2B that planned this thing that happened. It's not even him that saw himself there. But check, when P2B left PDP, did he leave PDP because he sat down and said, Nigerian youths are suffering? No, I need to pull out so that I will go and be with them. No, that's not why he left. If they had done what he wanted, if the how much money, if that time P2B complained about the money in PDP, if they had reduced the money, he would have still been in PDP now. So all the people in PDP, they are his people. So what are you telling me? Okay, the dirty that you're with, that PDP man, you have never said anything bad in Atiku. In fact, when they asked him, is his manifesto different from Atiku? He said no. It's the same thing. All of them are the same thing whether they do. But And we are not, he said all the presidential candidates, their manifesto is the same, but it's not true. It's not true. And you can't tell me that I'll just be in support of Obi just because I'm an Igbo man, so that he's an Igbo man. No, no, no. He's not the only Igbo man that is running for an election. The other prof is running for election. Other people, so if like that now, then I'll go and choose the prof. But I'm choosing Omoyele Sowore because even me that believes in the Biafra agitation, I'm unapologetic about that. The only reason why you would see that even when it comes to the Biafra agitation, the only person who has the likelihood of allowing in Nigeria a referendum is only Sowore. Peter Obi has never opened his mouth to talk about referendum. He doesn't believe in it.
What I believe or what I know about this Nigeria, like Igbo Obasanjo, Wole Soyinka said it recently that anybody that rules as a Nigerian president is the North that is ruling. It's every the time of Goodluck Jonathan. It's not Goodluck that is ruling Nigeria. Even Obasanjo, it's not Obasanjo that is ruling. You had the recent, just 2 days ago, yesterday now, where we can make an exposition about Obasanjo. That for Obasanjo to run his state country, Obasanjo have to go and kneel down for Atiku.
I know.
You heard about that?
I know. So Alex, use that one now to judge how election is done in Nigeria. So when you hear that Obi went to have meeting with these people, what kind of thing is he going to do when he's having that meeting with them?
And even Thus said that he was given to Obi through Obasanjo because the Northern reject to give him a running mate. They reject him woefully. Then Obasanjo flew there and said, "No, my son is running. Please, they should bring somebody." They said Obi never have a communication with that. They just brought that here as a Christmas gift or New Year gift, and they handed over him to Obi. They take your sacrifice and make use of it.
So at the end of the day, if Obi wins, I want the young people to know what they are getting into because we will be here to watch you lamenting again. I will tell you with all
I don't believe anybody can solve Nigeria problem. I believe in referendum.
But where would the referendum come? Where will we sit and have the referendum? You have to
see. In Nigeria, the truth is that the people that are supporting Peter Obi is the Nigeria that really need genuine change. That's why they are very angry wherever you just talk ill about Peter. They don't want to listen to you anymore. They just feel like strangle you to death because
that's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you.
Of course. Change. Those people are people that Obi is supposed to sit down and tell them that this election they will not be run out. Yes, let's channel energy to another way. That's the only. But if you want to go in competition with Jagaban, Jagaban is already feel like the president already now. Jagaban is every contest for election now. It's already feel like the president. Rehearsing as a presidential aspirant already.
Do you know why he's doing that? Do you know why he's doing that? Because Nigeria is a place where it is money. Now, this election, you will still see money talking.
Yes, now.
Unless we deviate, that's what we're asking for. When you see Sowore talking, it's like, if we're going to win on this term. It has to be revolutionary. We have to move away from the old ways of doing things. But if you don't move away and you just win the election based on the normal way they do things in Nigeria, then you're doomed. I
love Omole Sowore so much. Sowore himself said that Nigeria do not conduct elections. They do selection. But it's still going inside. That's what is getting.
So let me explain. Let me explain to you. And that's why it's good to have this kind of conversations because remember what I told you, people just react. They react with anger. If you're not saying what they're saying, they just react with anger and two of you quarrel and everybody goes their own way and everybody's running on their own lane. You are surprised that how come Omoyele Sowore is still going to contest for an election?
All you know about the country.
I will tell you why. If you leave this stage for these people, remember what you talked about, popularity, whoever is talking more. If Omoyele Sowore was not running as presidential candidate, there is no way anybody will hear his voice.
They will just silence him.
He will not be when they are holding that they are presidential candidate something. He will not be. That's why they're calling him for interview now. Do you think they're calling him because it's a more election already?
No.
There are people, whether you like him or you hate him, like some of these media houses, think some of them are owned by Tinubu now. So is it not Tinubu that owns? But they have to call him anyways. Why? Because he is a presidential candidate. Even when they are doing their polling, they try everything to make sure that they remove him. So that's why this war, you have to fight the war on different fronts. Don't just close any front. That's why I advise the people in IPOB too. And that's why you see the DOS behaving the way they behave. Listen, in a warfare, if you understand warfare, there are people who work in supplies. There are people who handle arms and ammunition. There are people who do propaganda. There are people who do negotiations. There are people who do meetings. Remember, all that is going on. While they are meeting somewhere for peace talks, the people in the warfare are still fighting, Abi.
Yes.
So we cannot leave any space for them. They say, oh, election period, we go there, we collect form, we have presidential candidates. So that if not that we did that, I'm telling you, there will not be any voice to speak for the people who have the ideology that Omoyele Sowore has. Because why would they put you there? When they are talking, you'll be in the crowd raising your hand. No. But you have to be on that stage where the thing is happening. I always tell people.
Please, my main concern right now, since you mentioned IPOB, sorry, sir. What I want to ask, what are the people? Now we know Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been charged, but they refuse to let him go, and we have a lot of health issues about him. Yeah. What is the plan on ground to make or let Mazi Nnamdi Kanu his freedom from the DOS group?
For that reason.
Now, everything time Ekpa is doing is for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
That is where it is very mischievous. Very, very mischievous. And that's why I have a problem. Exactly like what Obi is doing. Because now, whenever Obi talks, once Obi they come from PDP, everything he's doing is for the youth, is it not? Everything is doing for the youth, so that you people can take over your country. When you go and meet Atiku, it's for the youth. When you're meeting with the governors, it's for the youth. When you meet anything you're doing is that true? You know it's not true. He has his agenda as a politician to just win. And Obi, after this election, do you think Obi will still be in Labour Party? He will not be in Labour Party, win or lose. He will still go and find another party. So when someone is using IPOB as a front to be able to get sympathy and followership while he runs his agenda.
Yes, but he has two options. I said he's bringing Biafra in 2023, and we're just few minutes from now.
Leave that thing, leave that matter now. Even you, every day you're counting down. How are you bringing it now? You just count down. Even when we're talking about, I know you followed me with the baby testimony case, where Prof X. Is that the same thing that Prof X was doing? This is social media is just a crazy place now. Prof X will say the baby is coming in 10 days, 9 days to the bringing of the baby, 7 days. Just the day before the day he said they were going to bring the baby to Omotofufen, he said no, they changed their mind that the man doesn't deserve the baby, and all of people they just deceive people.
Understand you. Samuel Pastor, what are the rest people doing for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu?
So let me answer the question now. So the question is that the activities of Simon Ekpa, that's why he needs to stop. What he is doing is messing up whatever anybody else is planning. For example, is that question I asked you that you answered. When there is ESN and the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and DOS identify with ESN, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is facing trial for treason and terrorism, and tomorrow somebody does a video and he says yes, now we be ESN, we kill people, we kill soldiers. What will the report say? The report will say ESN killed these people. Nobody has time to explain which is ESN and which is not ESN. It would have been better that Simon Ekpa has a group that is called Biafra Freedom Fighters, not ESN, so that whatever he is doing is clear. Leave Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and DOS to do their thing. But this singular act, Chris, because how are you going to be denying? How are you going to be denying? Because how? Did you see the serious confusion? Because the person you caught just says, I am ESN and I am with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, swear I am IPOB. What are you going to say? Then another person come and say, I'm ESN, but we don't go there. Government, are you? It's just like Mr. Macaroni is. Are you people? Are you mad? Are you people serious at all? What is happening here? What's going on here? So, if Simon Ekpa is, since you are not a member of IPOB, leave them alone. Just leave. Just answer a different name. Form a different squad. What are you afraid of? Why are you not doing that? So that is the main reason that will make any, okay, for sit at home, DOS will say, we will do sit at home when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to court, so that there is a reason for it. Simon Ekpa will say, no, we are doing the same word, the same terminology. Sit at home, sit at home. The government doesn't care. Somebody was killed during sit at home. Nnamdi Kanu, look, it was your people that killed the person. What do you want Nnamdi Kanu to say? What do you want DSS to say? Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers will go to the foreign, to the international community and say, release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because he didn't do anything. They will bring the case for him and say, ESN killed people and ESN is Nnamdi Kanu's group. Nnamdi Kanu will say, no, it's not my group. What's the name of your group? ESN. Oga, are you mad? ESN is not my group, but ESN is my group. What's your organization? IPOB. But it's not IPOB that did it. But somebody says it's IPOB that did it. Don't you see? So that is creating confusion. And as long as he's doing it and he has the crowd, that's why he cannot be ignored. That's why what he's doing is it is alarming. It is dangerous that somebody has a machine gun and that an armed robber comes to a place and tells everybody to lie down, and everybody lies down in that place. And you are clapping, you see the armed robber, because everybody is like, that armed robber is so powerful. He's powerful because he has the gun. But let that armed robber, I'll say this finally, you see that armed robber that has the gun and is feeling powerful, let him not think that it lasts forever. Simon Ekpa has a platform. He has followership. He talks.
I'm one of them.
Good. He talks and people listen.
Yeah, I'm one of them.
Don't think it's forever. And remember, I put $1,000 down for you that tomorrow, when all the, because what he's doing, as much as I know that my name is Chidi Nwanyanwu, I can tell you that what Simon Ekpa is doing is a matter of short time. It will not be there anymore. You will be asking, there was a time that Simon Ekpa did this, so just write it down.
I told you that I met him through your platform. I have more respect for you. I know everybody. One thing I like about my that everybody has what your belief and what you choose to follow. Me, I choose to follow Simon Ekpa because I love what he's doing. Because
Alex, there's a question you asked me. There's a question you asked me. Nnamdi Kanu was accused. They had a 10-count charge or the 12-count charge on him, right?
Yeah.
Now tell me, all the efforts that everybody's making towards the release of Nnamdi Kanu, how has Simon Ekpa's activities led closer to the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Tell me how.
Yes, I can tell you. My own is that Simon Ekpa is working in form of a template of Tom Polo, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made the broadcast. He said that he released was power by Tom Polo when they hijacked a ship on the IC. Their first demand for Niger Delta was that release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for us. So this government, everybody have followed normal due process. They refuse to let the man go. So I believe with the pattern of Simon Ekpa, maybe they will get to understand that people are not joking. You cannot just hold somebody in captivity for no reason. That's how strongly believe of it.
I like your presentation, but let me tell you what has been happening, and I'm holding myself because I have respect for you. So, but I must just have to say it that, and this is my personal opinion. You don't have to take it, but everybody who is following Simon Ekpa, they act in a moronic manner. You know, like people who have been, you know, when they had
people
the massacre.
People who are anger.
When they had the Guyana massacre, there were so many people. The Jim Jones story. I don't know if you know about it. When people drank poison and died.
Yes.
Jim Jones, thousands of people. He convinced them. He convinced them to take poison like this, drink it and die. My brother, what kind? Do you believe that somebody, human being, convince another person? You like this? Oh, somebody's calling me and it's cutting on my. I'm going to call him direct. Okay, I'm going to call him direct. So, and you see what you just said now. You just said that Simon Ekpa is using Tom Polo's templates. Okay, there I have another problem again. You see, he's a copycat. I've told you he's a copycat. Hello.
Hello, my brother Chidi. My name is Kingsley. I'm calling from Morocco.
Okay, Kingsley, just give me 1 second. 1 second. Stay on the line. Let me make this point. Thank you, Kingsley. So, you see, Alex, that is, you see, you just defined what I'm complaining about, Simon. He is following Tom Polo's template, another copycat. But is that what Tom Polo did? And let me tell you, he has been dropping a lot of ideologies that people just take it and run with it without understanding. He said that the Avengers, you just say that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that's why he's doing it. When you use that analogy of Avengers, what happened with the Avengers? Did you hear that the Avengers killed any of their people? Did you hear the Avengers, in trying to enforce anything, killed one single person from South? If you heard that, please tell me. But what is happening in our own case? In our own case, since it is using the same template, when we give an order for people to sit at home, when they don't sit at home and come out, we kill them. And you cannot say that we don't kill them, because the videos that you're talking about, people have talked, they put the video, they shot people, they burn market. I say, Alona, are you stupid? Say now so you have to really be able to reconcile this thing. Whether that, just confirm to me that the template that his fake ESN, because why are you using another person's name? Why are you acting like Tom Polo? Come out like Simon Ekpa. Establish your own method. Don't be like another person. Own up and say it is me. Every time you carry IPOB and put by your side, you say you're doing it. Don't you know that the pastors that collect money are collecting money in the name of Jesus Christ? Do you think, did they tell you they are collecting money for themselves? All the fake pastors, who did they do miracle? They do it in the name of Jesus Christ. Now, should they tell you it's Jesus Christ they're taking the money back to? So you're trying to tell me that anybody that comes out and tells you that what they're doing is, you believe them. You can't now. You have to judge any of them. Let's take this call from our brother and then I'll come back to you. Kingsley, go ahead.
Let me go bring my charger. Oh, let me look at
you.
Okay, go ahead.
My brother, for educating them, my brother, because this thing is very sad. It is very sad, my brother. You know why? You have already asked him a very good question. That is happy, smiling in that platform that he is the follower. And you want to follow somebody you did not have any group. After my brother now, I want to ask, did he a member of IPOB? No. Did he pay money? No. Do you have any unit? No. He says people that get annoyed. Annoyed of what? I know is it today they start fighting Biafra war. I mean, what admire that you have that you are going to use people's name. I've already declined from these people because they are weak. My brother Chidi. And these people do not know where Simon Eba is living. If you couldn't that guy, if I'm close to him, I will give him. Because he's causing a lot of confusion. I'm
Of
telling
course.
you the fact.
Of course.
They have already taken us on the great. This guy was in child play, Karen. He said, what kind of nonsense is this? Get this guy, people is avoid. Even if you know what I hear this guy name, he's putting his soul to the people in general. You see what that woman said yesterday? The same thing now, they will be using our name. And most of us living in the know these guys. And they're making me, nobody will, even Nigeria, as my mother, you are talking now. If you are telling them that the time they carry is not a way of working someone,
They will not believe.
man, they tell you that we are crazy.
Of course.
Why? Because they said, oh, my brother, they should not fool anybody. Let's do something with them. And they will never stop Biafra. They can do everything, put their position, everything they want. Even only you will tell them these people. Continue like my brother. God bless you.
Thank you.
Bless
Thank
you.
you.
They're making a word of politicians. Which you know, even there now, in this situation now, I don't think we can move without any of them. Because they are the one that the world going to hear from them. Let us, unless we carry this kind of life, we start going, even they never know what we are passing through. In the place they go Somaliland, these people have already passed the referendum. Hey, you and the not recognize them. They are still using their currency today. We have a lot of job, not this which these guys are doing. How about putting
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. So
is that just a question for me? I don't get it.
no. No. See, he was trying to let you understand that you cannot. It's just like the same thing I asked you when I was saying you cannot feel for my family more than me. He asked, "Are you a member of IPOB?" You know that the question is the answer is no. So if you're supporting Simon Ekpa and he is using the IPO the same way he wants to use Tombola, he wants to use Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is a wannabe. You just confirmed it. That's what I'm telling you. I don't have any. Did you hear me talking about? Do you know how many Biafra? See, if I go to UK company registration, and you type Biafra, oh boy, you'll be shocked how many organizations are registered. Do you know how many Biafra? Do you know how many freedom fighters are in Biafra land? It should be an Igbo man. I know.
Yes.
There are the ones. One of my friend here is a lawyer, or he's an immigration consultant, maybe paralegal. He called me. He sent me pictures of Biafra national government. They have Biafra national government too. They do parade. They have uniform. Do you know that?
In exile.
No, not in exile. You don't understand. In Nigeria. You don't know.
I thought the one they did in Ojukwu, the other with not that one.
I'm telling you that they are.
Ojukwu March Past. What's the one they did with Ojukwu March Past?
No, there are not Biafra national exile, the government in exile. What is that one? That one is rubbish. Biafra government, Biafra government in I think maybe in Nigeria, their headquarters. You will not believe it. This group is doing their own thing. They are not claiming to be IPOB. People have called me from America and say, look, they are doing their own thing. They want me to come and join what they are doing. I tell them, so no. I can't do that.
But do you understand?
So what he would have done is to just start your own thing. Just start your own thing, call it your own name, and do your own. Don't come and be claiming that it's Nnamdi Kanu. And the same Nnamdi Kanu, you see, somebody who is smart is when you know where they are going to catch you, you run ahead. Because people are going to say, what did Nnamdi Kanu say about it? Even you, Alex, you want to know what Nnamdi Kanu says about Simon Ekpa. Don't you want to know? Since this is all about, if you just hear that Nnamdi Kanu said this about Simon Ekpa, who are you going to agree? You just take Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So because he knows this, what does he do? He runs ahead and he goes to tell you that if you hear anything from Nnamdi Kanu, it's not true. So he has blocked that road. And yet, you, Alex, you know that Sowore was in DSS dungeon, the same place where Nnamdi Kanu is right now. And we communicated with Sowore. So if anybody can tell you about the experience of DSS, I should be the one to tell you. Because we have done this with our lawyers now. So how can somebody who has not even done that, you just assume that, I assume that somebody there. But I'm telling you the truth. Sowore told us how the whole place operates. So you cannot just, okay, if it was like that, then how, I asked you how you think Simon Ekpa has contributed to the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You talked about Tompolo style, but that is keeping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu there more. It making the federal government say, can you imagine, we are holding him like this and look at what, if we release him now, let me say the whole place will go up in flames. So,
but what about the UN that intervened in the matter also? The federal government denied everything.
UN that intervened in the matter.
UN said they should release the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now.
So that's what we're saying now. Is it not his legal team that has brought? That's what we're telling you. It's not Simon Ekpa. Because you say it's only Simon Ekpa that is doing something. No. What he is doing is not leading to the release of the man. It's leading to the man's case being messed up more.
But from you, Dr. Chidi, as a lawyer of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, since Simon Ekpa used the word that I don't take orders, I don't communicate, I don't want nothing, I don't take orders from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I don't take anything against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Since he distanced himself from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and he's doing his thing, I don't think that can ever affect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in any way.
He is not distancing. You autopilot people. Don't get emotional with everything. Stop and think. You say one thing and you deny it again. Okay, so which means now he is not fighting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If he said he has removed his hand, he's not taking order, then stop calling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You call yourself Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's disciple.
Yes, but he's not taking order from him anymore.
Wait. You say that you are fighting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You are babbling somebody. Okay, you now, Alex.
Yes, sir.
I am fighting for your good. Yes, I want to do something that will give you a better life with your family. But I don't want to ask you what you want. I'm going to buy food for you. I'm cooking food for Alex. Somebody's asking you. You don't find out from Alex whether I like the food. I don't care. Now me know what Alex need. Because now me be Alex friend. Does common sense not make you go to Alex? And because that Alex where Alex the time that he used to like biscuit bone, he used to like to crack bone, but maybe now Alex don't get toothache, he cannot chop bone again.
Yes.
So why don't you ask Alex, say, bros, I won't cook for you, and I know say they like bone, I'll go fill am with bone. Well, that time when two of us they go mama put in the order for bone. Yes. Alex go say, bros, no be so again, no. Oh boy, age don't come. That my teeth I get problem. I know they fit chop bone again. I beg, just do pepper soup with a roundabout. Now waiting, I want chop now. Like when somebody is sick, and you bring rice and stew, once they smell that stew, they want to throw up. You bring your child their favorite meal when they don't want it. So you need to ask them, what do they want? Say, mommy, I want cornflakes. They'll just be, or a pregnant woman.
Yes.
But now, someone else is saying, I'm not listening to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Then why, how come you know what he needs? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will call his lawyers, and the lawyers will ask him, our client, right now, tell us the true situation of things. What happened in Kenya? Because now only you experience her.
Mm.
Were you really in Kenya? He said, yes, I was in Kenya. They cannot go and say, oh, because now they can't do it for DSS dungeon. Even though they tell us in Kenya, no, we go right Cameroon. Guys, no, na Cameroon.
They will know will come out one day.
Wait now, they will say,
Mm.
na Cameroon because this DSS dungeon will not believe her. Okay, Mazi, when they kidnap you, were you with your passport or which passport? You say, I was with this passport. No. This one where you talk, say you get your, no. We decide now German passports. Even though you tell us in a UK, we're not going to believe her. But that's not what happened. They sat down with him. Everything he told them, they wrote it down. They used it to go and prepare a case against the Nigerian government. And when they presented that case, they got victory in a Nigerian court.
Yes.
And what did that victory? That victory led to them saying, this man has not committed any offense, release him. So why is Simon Ekpa claiming victory? That's what is 419. It's not because of anything he did. It's not. Now you turn around and you say that that same lawyer, that the place they got their information from, that is not reliable. That same DSS dungeon that they went and spoke with Nnamdi Kanu, you turn around and you say that anything that comes out of there is wrong. Why doesn't Simon Ekpa? Okay, so let Simon Ekpa come and tell you people that that victory that the lawyer has got is wrong. That is not good. Because it is. So when the thing favors you, when the thing is when they are talking about you, you turn them into criminals. You say the information they get is not credible. You're not taking order. But when they do good that is visible to everybody, let Simon Ekpa come and turn the whole thing around. Now. Let him turn it around and say all the victories that the lawyer has got is wrong. Let him say it. So the same lawyers that can get victory from Nnamdi Kanu, they cannot convey a message. When it is a message that affects him, he says, no, it's not true. He said it in DSS dungeon. Nobody in DSS, who told you that people in DSS dungeon, who told you that the people there don't communicate with their people? Who told you? That's a blatant lie. That's a lie. So my brother, at the end of the day, whatever his thing is, stand like a man. Don't lean on anybody's glory. Stand and pursue Biafra. Leave Mazi Nnamdi Kanu alone because you're not.
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ask for men now.
And he's the man. I mean, that kind of man, make you don't come to me. One thing I know
the man that ask for men, say need men. I want men.
Alex, you know one thing I like about you, we are on social media, and
Yes.
this is where we operate. So we know how social media operates, but inside you,
Yes.
your commitment to this struggle, and I'm not putting you down
Yes.
when I say this, but your commitment to this Biafran struggle is passive. It cannot be it's not like the people who are inside it. You are supporting, and it's easy for you to take sides and treat, but your commitment to it, your responsibility to it, because even where you come from is covered under the Biafra, but some people want to accept it, but they don't want to accept it. But I can tell you that there are people that are closer to this thing as a matter of life and death. And
I know that.
They don't see this thing the way you're seeing it. Let me tell you how this thing is happening, okay? You see, if there are like 1 million people. There are like 1 million people who are followers. Okay. Inside that 1 million, maybe 1,000 are members of IPOB. Listen to me clearly. Maybe 1,000 out of that 1 million are members of IPOB, the genuine members. Now, but those people inside that 1,000, they know what is going on. It's paining them. Because in warfare, when you capture a leader, you have broken the leg of that army. They know, they are feeling the pain. They are nursing their pain. But do you know what is happening? The other 1 million, they are not IPOB members. They are just followers. They can follow the trend. They can talk. They do social media. People go to Simon Ekpa just to hear about the news, just to talk about Biafra. But talking about it doesn't mean, it's like walk. You're running around in a place, jumping up and down. You know, walk. When you don't multiply it by distance in physics, you have not done any work. You have to put distance to it. It's work done in a certain direction. You want to go and till a farm. You stay there from morning to night, digging one place, sweat. They dig that place so from morning till night. Only one place, only one mound. You don't do work. But the other guy who carry hoe, begin to dig, they go, they move, they go. That person did work. So Simon Ekpa comes every day. He just comes every day. I know what he does now. Imagine if I start my program like this. I know how to do it. I come and say, good Biafrans, today is going to be war. We are giving 20 days. In fact, we reduce it to 5 days ultimatum to the Nigerian government. You see Wike and all those governors that went abroad.
Yes.
We are going to deal with them. In fact, every Biafran in everywhere, go to their individual states and give them woto. Give them woto. You know, just talk anything that comes to my head. And I pick another person. I say, Emefiele. Emefiele is a stupid man. In fact, Emefiele must put $10 million into the account of the Biafran struggle, or else in 5 days we will destroy the Central Bank of Nigeria. Don't ask me how it's going to happen, but in 10 days we'll bring that whole central bank down. Everybody will start jumping up. Everybody will just start jumping up because say Simon Ekpa. You know, see, but the dangerous thing in this kind of thing is it's like opium, it's like cocaine. You see popularity. Go and check musicians, filmmakers. Once you get to a certain point, go and see the kind of things they start saying. You start saying you are invincible. You start saying that nobody's like you. You even start equating, saying things that makes you sound like God.
Yes, Dr. Chi, the truth is this, sorry, sir. The truth is this. Simon Ekpa is giving hope. And that,
fake
if
hope.
you come to Peter Obi, it's the same thing. Because as Peter Obi know he cannot give them what he's preaching.
It's manipulation.
No. Because why
it's manipulation. Okay. See, Alex, do you know why I like you are very teachable? You have a spirit that is teachable. That spirit does not lock itself up. There are if you ever get to a point in your life where you put a block, a wall in front of your reasoning, you're doomed forever. But your own is not a block. It's not concrete wall. Your own are paper. You just take paper cover, and that in small time, if somebody you go punch that paper, look small, hear waiting the person they talk, there's hope. And that's the way I live my life too. I leave room. You just said right now that Simon Ekpa gives hope.
Yes, to the hopeless.
And Peter Obi gives hope. But you here in this discussion, you have already said that what Peter Obi is not telling them the truth. He knows what he's promising, he cannot do it.
Yes.
So, in the same way, apply the same formula now to Simon
No.
Ekpa. That means Simon Ekpa, what he's telling the people is what he knows is not possible.
Why Simon Ekpa own is different is this, because Simon Ekpa own is what resonates with a lot of people in the. It's something. It's an idea. Simon Ekpa is an idea.
The same thing now. The
So
same
Peter
thing
Obi is
now.
not an idea. Peter Obi is a politics, criminal, armed robber.
Oh, okay, let me tell you something. You will be making a big mistake if you think that politics is a criminal, it's a terrible, it's a bad word.
No. So I'm not saying that. I'm just saying Peter Obi particularly.
Simon Ekpa is playing politics, pure politics with the Biafran struggle. That is the absolute classic case of politics. Politics is when you don't understand, you just feed people with what they want to hear. Oh yeah, gather, everybody gather. Do you know what makes people? Have you seen some people in Idol, American Idol? They tell them to talk, they tell them to sing. They tell the person to sing, you say, I'm coming out, I want the world to know. Simon will say, hey, who told you could sing? Please go. Forget about singing. It's no longer. And the person starts arguing. Normally they say, you know what they will say? They say, my mother told me I could sing. My mother told me I'm the best singer. Well, your mother lied to you. Your mother was telling you what you wanted to hear. But you see, your mother ended up destroying you because they didn't tell you the truth. For anybody that is an autopilot and listening to Simon Ekpa, he's telling you what you want to hear, but he's destroying you. Because by the time you understand, it's too late. The Guyana tragedy where people went and drank poison and died, have you imagined what they were telling them? They were telling them what they want to hear.
Dr. Chief, you know, when
the terrorist Alex that puts bomb on himself, a human being will carry bomb.
Yes, put himself and explode.
Another person will tell the human being to carry bomb and put on themselves. They will carry the bomb, put on themselves. What did they tell them? They told them what they want to hear, that when they die doing this, they will go to heaven.
Yes.
He just told them what they wanted to hear. And because of that, they moved. Simon Ekpa will tell somebody that you are autopilot. Hey, we are autopilot. Can you imagine? You accepted that you're Alex. You Alex. You say I'm autopilot, and then they tell you go to somebody's channel and write. Go to somebody's channel and write, "Cry me a river." The same you intelligent you come. Somebody say you're autopilot. Say, yes sir, I'm autopilot. Now listen, it just be like zombie movies where you hear somebody, they call them on the phone, immediately they hear one thing, they are hypnotized and they start moving. It's hypnosis. When you people begin to talk, all the phrases that you say is the phrase that Simon has put in your head. It's called subliminal suggestion. The more you keep listening to this person, the more you pick those words. Just like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu brought the Zoo Republic. Mazi Nnamdi brought things like mad people everywhere. So don't think that you're not affected. Even me, I'm affected. You have to be careful what you listen to. All the people, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will say, we have to continue. From me to you, it's good night. All of those things, you pick them in. You don't know when you pick them in. And it happens to every human being. What you must do is, if you understand how dangerous it is, that's why we are talking about Simon Ekpa, because what he's doing is very dangerous. You don't know.
Okay, Dr. Chidio, please. Sorry, man. You know, when I started following Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, in your platform, I normally come watch wherever Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, always in your platform and watch.
We were the first YouTube channel to start broadcasting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Yes, I started watching in your program. So, sir, now, you know, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was preaching about this freedom
Mhm.
in let me say in a different man, in a different way. And you know, there's something said that this Biafra is an idea, it's of a spirit that cannot die. You
Yeah.
understand? It's a seed. It must surely. Okay, now Simon Ekpa to me is doing what Mazina kind of doing in a different ideology, in a different way, in fact, so everything different from Mazina that is that qualified Simon Ekpa criminal doing the wrong thing. If he's doing the same thing Mazina can do in a different way. So it's not yes.
Okay, so let me take you back to the analogy I gave you about buying food for me, cooking food for me. Simon Ekpa encountered Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Yes.
But the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that you're following, remember what I told you? There are thousands of people doing the Biafra struggle, Lower Niger Congress, Biafra Restoration, the other. There's so many people. Do you hear anybody talking about them? No.
No.
And Simon Ekpa is within his right to start his own thing. Do you understand? But when you say you're doing it for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that's you. I'm quoting you. You say he's doing it for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu you're doing it for, you're helping. You're not listening to him. You're not listening to his lawyers. How come you know what he needs now when you're not listening to him? Somebody came to your barbing salon. Immediately he came, you just put something, begin to barb their hair. Why? They ask you, you don't even ask me, which I know your style now. Meanwhile, the man is going to attend an interview tomorrow. And because of that, he cannot do that kind of hairstyle that he used to. But you, that you think you know, a reasonable barber, as they put it in, say, customer, how now? So which one you go be today?
Okay, Dr. Chidi, sorry, let me see.
No. So listen, when you ask customer which one you go be today, customer will now tell you. It's different from if the customer don't die, they come bring you as his barber to come and barb his hair. You now say, oh, this is the kind of thing he used to like, and then you barb his hair based on that. But this one, he's alive. Nnamdi Kanu is alive. Everything that the DOS is doing is based on his instruction. Everything his lawyer is doing is based on his instruction. Everything that you see people like me doing are based on my connection to them, to him.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah, I understand.
So when Simon Ekpa comes now and he says he is doing his thing, but you confirmed it. I didn't say that. I'm thinking. He is not listening to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer. He's not listening to his family. He's not listening to his structure. By himself, he is the one assuming. How can you build what you... That is suicidal.
Okay. But you understand now. Now, you there's something you said now that Simon Ekpa should form his own. Yes. Now, if Simon Ekpa eventually form his own group,
yes,
like let me just say myself, and form something like Autopilot,
yeah,
without IPOB outside, but
yes,
fighting for restoration of Biafra,
yes,
then what? Then is he just cut away from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu?
Yes.
Then what happened next? Let me say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu fall back to base and started doing his thing. It's not going to be like something like myself.
No. That's exactly what people are telling him. If Simon Ekpa forms Autopilot Restoration,
another group,
okay, forget Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not Biafra. The people of Biafra are there now. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is locked up. Leave Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with his DOS. Let them be doing their foolish thing. Shebi is man. Just leave them alone. Face the Biafran people. When you call for sit at home, do your own in the name of Autopilot. Don't say you are. Why is he doing sit at home? He's doing sit at home for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. When they say ESN, you're doing ESN, and you're saying it's not. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's where I'm glad you're seeing it. Form your own what do they call them? Autopilot resistance group. Buy gun for them. Do your own thing. Wear your uniform. Anytime you make a video, don't call ESN.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Dr. Chidi. Let, for example, for instance, now then inform a group you are calling the name of a group, autopilot resistant this, and they become, let me say, they become more proactive, more massive than IPOB of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
We follow them now. We follow them.
Okay. Then some people will say you are a Mazi Nnamdi Kanu disciple, so you don't have to go give back to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You can go ahead and do what he's doing.
See, you keep repeating. I'm sure you've understood because you keep repeating what I told you before.
Yes, you understand. You just
it's beginning to make sense to you because if I come to where you're living, and I impersonate your name. I say, Chidi, what's your name? In the area where you're living, police catch me. What's your name? My name is Alex O. Alex O. They type Alex O in their document. Say, where do you live? I give them the same address where you're living. And I committed a crime. Everything they ask me matches you, your family, the children, everything. How would you feel? You'll be asked, why is this guy doing this thing? Why? So all he has to do is just do your own. See, remember, Simon Ekpa knows everything. He knows United Nations. He has armor tank. He's in the army. He knows everybody. He gets lawyer. He has everything. He's powerful. He has followership. Why must you attach that followership to Mazi Nnamdi? Can't you do your thing without calling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu name? You're Nnamdi Kanu disciple. You're fighting for Nnamdi Kanu to be released. The day Simon Ekpa removes Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from his mouth, the day he removes IPOB from his mouth, the day he removes ESN from his mouth, because these are structures. Remember, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was a member of MASSOB.
Yes, I know that.
Which was very
good.
When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu felt that he did not agree with Wazirike's method, he came out. When he came out, why didn't he answer MASSOB? Why didn't he say he's fighting? He formed his own. Okay. It was not easy because nobody knew him. He started answering indigenous people of Biafra. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came to Canada. When he came to Canada here, somebody brought him to me and I talked with him. I was the president of Enugu State Association. He met me in the field. It was just a very slim young man.
Yeah, I understand. I know.
He pulled me aside. Listen. He pulled me aside with the guy, and I said, "Why did you come to Canada?" He said, "One they are just creating awareness. He wants to start Radio Biafra, or that he has started it. They need to buy transformer, so he needs our people to contribute." So I was now telling them that I wish they had come to something like our meeting, but the picnic ground wasn't like the right place for us to have that kind of meeting. I didn't even take him very serious. When somebody is just talking about something that he looks so
idea.
Like I'm like, now wow, this guy gets hard to. He wants to start, has a radio, talk a bit against the Nigerian government and all of that. That's why when you see me meet with him, we laugh at some of those things because I'll tell him that time I didn't even take him serious. It happens in life. Sometimes when you come with your proposal, but he didn't give up. The point I'm trying to make to you is that that's how he went everywhere. He went to America. He went to Germany. He was just a normal person going around begging people, trying to talk to people until he built it to what it became. Okay. That's how reasonable people, heroes, that's how they do. They build it on their own terms. He started, just like Jesus Christ, started building his disciples. They were answering their own name, IPOB. registering himself in so many countries. He didn't go to take Wazirike's name. He didn't go to take other people's name. He didn't say that we are like this. He just broke out. What did your brother Simon do? He still said, okay, he's sacking the leadership of IPOB and taking over. Who sent you? He's taking over ESN. You're taking over somebody's house, and you're taking over his wife, taking over his children. Not be thief, you be. Come out and say, I'm starting my own thing. I'm going to fight for Biafra agitation. I have seen what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did, but I think Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has finished. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot deliver Biafra. It is me now, Simon Ekpa, under a new group. Yes.
That's why you're angry. Now I understand, Dr. TV.
It's not me, it's everybody.
I have results now from you. I understand
because when you are doing in this guy's name, if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was outside, that would be different. But you know, in warfare, wisdom makes you change your tactics when your enemy is holding you. It's not the same way that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was talking and behaving when he was not being held. It's not the same way he's behaving now.
No, it's not.
Everybody knows it's
It's
like
in the enemy's camp now. It's in the enemy's camp.
Exactly. So you are humbled. They bring you to prison. They bring you with machine gun and everything. You can't even do anything. So you cannot be in that situation, and one riffraff somewhere is messing up your case. If you were Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, how would you be feeling when you are trying with your legal team to get yourself out of this situation? And somebody is there. Okay, you're in a situation where you're negotiating with your enemy. Your enemy can tell you, okay, kneel down. You know, they must have told Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, come on, kneel down here.
Maybe the city president or Obasanjo, he kneel down.
No, I mean, that one is different. I'm saying that.
Yeah, I'm saying, yeah, if Obasanjo, city president can kneel down.
In your enemy's camp,
yes,
no matter how big a warrior you are, they can slap you. They slap him. They push
yes,
him down. They make him kneel down. They did all those things to him. He cannot do anything inside the enemy camp. And the lawyers, when the lawyers come into the court, they say, my Lord, we are pleading. The whole Nnamdi Kanu, now when they address the Nigerian government, the same Nigerian government that he's fighting against, he addresses their lawyer and says, we are begging the court to do this. We are begging the court to do that. When his family goes to see him, they fill a form and say, can you people allow us to? You see, the whole language has changed because of your situation. You are a wise person. What do you think will happen if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes to court? DSS people are surrounding him. He sees the people shouting, holy, 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 Nnamdi Kanu is another church. He says, no, these are my people. I'm going to join them. And he runs to go and join them. They will shoot him.
yeah, that's true.
But in that enemy's camp, his composure, his strategy, his movements are different.
Yeah,
And somebody somewhere is busy doing another thing to counter the thing that you're doing. You think he'll be happy? No, that person needs to find out from you what the new strategy is. If they locked him up where he doesn't have any connection with people, even if you believe that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot talk inside DSS dungeon, how about when he's in court? How about when he whispers to his brother? So his brother will not listen to him. Okay, you're not hearing me again.
Your audio is like
No, I tell you, it's usually not me, it's you, but it's okay. It's you. Can you hear me now?
I can still hear you, but it's like this.
No, whenever it begins to do like that, you have to refresh your side or you go out and come back. But that's what happens.
No, let me see.
Okay. But at the end of the day, just like I was talking with Anne. I was talking with my sister Anne yesterday, and I reminded her of when I talked about Stephanie Otobo. Some of the people who are supporting me today, including her, they were all bashing me that time because I was after Suleiman. And after a time, they were saying, Bros, why you know they talk about Suleiman again now? Why? Is it, did he give you money? I said, no. I've done my part. I've left it there. My own is like archive. It's like history. You can go and consult it.
Okay. Dr. Chidi, it's going to be unfair if we end this broadcast without me asking you a question.
Go ahead.
Of why it's not an obligation for you to answer me if you don't feel like. Why do you confident for Simon Ekpa to get him arrested?
Good. You see, the struggle is beyond me and Simon. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, if I'm telling you, Alex, just know that about me today.
Yeah, I know
you. Okay, let me use another person. Let me use Omoyele Sowore. You can hear me, right?
Yeah, I'm with you.
As much as I support Omoyele Sowore, if Sowore, because you don't know when the devil or something has gone into somebody that you know.
Yeah.
Now, if I see Omoyele Sowore, or I'm trying to use a good example. If I see my child, okay, I'm just trying to use somebody that is very, very close to me. If I see my child going to fall inside a pit, okay, he's driving a car, and I told him not to drive that car, that the brake is not working, and my child steals my key, and he starts the vehicle, and he drives off, and I run to the garage, and I see that my child is no longer there, that he has gone away with the vehicle that I told him not to go. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to take the phone and call the police. And I say, please catch my child. Please catch my child for me. Someone will say, Chidi, you call the police for your child? Yes. Why? Because it's not that when he has that accident, it's even only him that will be hurt. He could die and it will pain me, but he could also kill a lot of people in the process. So whatever we need to do to stop that person, we have to do it. If Omoyele Sowore today is planning building a bomb that is going to use and destroy people, the whole of the people in Abuja, and I come to know about that bomb, you know what I will do? I will call the police. First of all, I will tell him, say, sure, oh boy, this thing you're doing is not be waiting we talk before. This one you're doing, I don't know where they come from, but this will cause people's death. So don't do it. He will block me. Then I will hear from another person that he's still planning that, in fact, he starts making noise about it. Not just that they say. I will find out the closest police station and army and navy and everything close to where he is, and I will raise an alarm. Go and catch Omoyele Sowore. He's building a bomb to destroy people. And what you ask me is, Chidi, I can't believe that you call police for Sowore. I'll tell that I called army. Simon Ekpa, remember, police is killing our people. Army is killing our people. Boko Haram is killing our people. Fulani headsmen is killing our people. Kidnappers, everybody is killing our people. Simon Ekpa, you come inside all of these troubles that we already have. You now call for civil disobedience, which I'm going to tell you now is a normal means of activism. You can call. You're not forcing people now. Do you understand? If Simon Ekpa says we're going to jump inside the ocean, and you jump inside the ocean, now you listen to Simon Ekpa now, it doesn't bother me, I don't care. Do you know the one I care about? Is that person that refused to, you say, we have to sit at home. We have to do everything because that is the way that I believe that we're going to get what we want. That is you and your opinion and your ideology. Some people will abide by it. I don't have a problem with anybody who is sitting at home. But that person who says, I don't believe in you, Simon Ekpa, I don't want to sit at home, that's where the game begins to change. You now say, if that person comes out, we will force that person. What do they come out to do? Are you know they fear us? That is where there's a problem. I have a problem with that. Because your madness, it don't turn from activity into madness. Why would you force the people to obey you? No, do your own thing. See, this thing, it be like craze activism. Just they craze your own one side. Another person going to craze their own one side. Like the dance what they do now. Not be madman dance. You there for nightclub. They do your hair like this. You yourself, you go fit this hair where you get. You do your own madness on one side. Another person, they do their own. Why would you go inside a nightclub and tell the other person, say, your hair where you they wave? And from distance, you say, bros, as you they shake your head, it they disturb my own dancing. And because of that, you have to leave this nightclub. Now they are mad. That person gonna say, oh boy, people like say they're mad. Is they mad? So the point where you now say that the people who don't do that sit at home, anything where they see, make them take. Some people say, oh, you just, if it is that you said it with your mouth, you say, I just something you're talking on the air. But no, you here, you agree that there is a squad that is being funded. And somebody say, how do you know that he gets money? I will show you where they raise money and where they say they are giving the money to ESN. So we know there is, we have evidence that there is something, there's a raising of money. We have evidence that money was given. We have now a recording where after the people go do that operation, they come and do video saying, now we be the real ESN. We don't give water is the code. And the same thing, that's so you know that are we deceiving us? You see, it's not a joke. So at that point in time, I said, come on, these people that they are killing now, somebody mama and papa inside somebody village, and we can't have it. We can't have it. So what we must do is to stop you we need to stop your madness. And so I thought to myself, I said, come on, this guy is living somewhere. And they are talking to him, he's not here. Is he not living in somebody's country? Don't they know what he's doing? Can't they stop him? So I took up the phone. It was random. I woke up that morning, I said, come on, he's in Finland. I'm a Canadian. Let me ask their embassy here what they are doing about this person. Don't they know? So I now called the embassy and I said, you people are Finland embassy, yes. Don't you hear about what this guy is doing? And that was when he called the 5 days sit at home. People had already been killed in the first day. There's 4 more days. Our people talks elder, no, they sit down, watch goats, born pikin tied to the stake. No, now, mother goats, they try to born pikin, they tie am with rope. Do you know it's already struggling to give birth to a baby? As an elder, you get up and go and loosen the rope now. That's what makes you an elder. So I cannot sit down here with what I know that I'm capable of doing, just like you, Alex. You have your platform, you can talk. If you keep quiet, your conscience will be killing you. So I cannot sit down. People have been killed the first day. I just fold my arms and just be watching to see whether people will die the second day. Do you know how many people were killed? Fulani herdsmen kill people around my place in Ozala. They've shot people for coming out for sit at home there in Ozala too. My friend here living in Toronto, he went home that time. His village is next to my own village in Ozala. He came out to buy something in the morning, medicine for somebody. They nearly shot him. He brought out his passport. He said, I don't live here. I'm going back to Canada. That was what saved him. He would have been a dead man here. Those operations are not ordered by IPOB. They are ordered because they claimed it. They Simon Ekpa, yes, and they claimed they're the ones doing it. So you ask me why I called the police on him. That's exactly why. And the police needs to be because we live in a system that works. The police is funded with public money. So if somebody affects me as a citizen and I call the police needs to respond to me. Let me tell you what the police is supposed to do.
In some accounts, I call police, they responded to me.
Exactly. Police is supposed to call Simon Ekpa and say, Simon, within his rights, respectfully. You know how the foreign police, they will invite him. Come, oh boy, did you do this? Yes. Since I can't do it for him now, he doesn't listen to me. He don't pass everybody. So maybe he will listen to them. They will not call him and say, oh boy, did you do this? Yes. Why? Then Simon Ekpa will explain and explain because he has a right. When he finishes explaining, they'll say, in fact, you do well. They'll shake his hand. He will go. No problem. Or they will see that he's raising money. See what the people are doing. See, so that is why they have to investigate. When they finish the investigation and they say, Homo, this thing you're doing is leading to the death of people now. No. You're not doing well. In fact, if you do this again, we will do this to you.
Yeah.
Everybody gets somebody where they listen to.
Yeah. But you understand? It's a sad one, say, but people dying on a daily basis when it comes to the Biafra land. Whether agitating or not agitating, the way people are dying is, in fact, it can make somebody go wrong. I don't just think of numbers of people dying on a daily basis. And if you look at very well, let me just go down. If you look at very well, the Southeast elders, the governors, the leadership, apart from, let's say, those that are agitating, apart from those, they are not doing anything. And if I just die, don't you think that is one of the reasons that triggered Simon Ekpa to go this way?
My brother, you cannot justify, there can be no excuse for you to engage in anything that would kill. And you are in a foreign land like me, my brother. When one person dies, you see how the government activates everything. There's no justification. Yes. There is no justification. I cannot say that because the elders are not doing anything, I'll go and send some people to kill some people.
But that's the reason why my father created ESM now. Because people are not doing nothing. When the mothers are being raped in the bush,
ESN, remember, ESN, just like Tompolo's men have asked you, do they go and kill our people? No. That's where I have the problem. You cannot go and kill the people that did not observe sit at home. Okay, justify it for me. Because you, Alex, some people told me that why didn't they just obey? Why couldn't they just obey?
No. For me, like what really happened, I know you will not agree with me, but what I know, after the declaration of the sit-at-home Simon Ekpa order and the Nigeria also military and the Fulani terrorists, they also use the opportunity to perpetrate evil in order to just put the whole crime in the sit-at-home. But after the sit-at-home, there are still a lot of killing. Even today, I'm talking to you now. There's a lot of massive.
So since you are intelligent enough, why couldn't you see that people will take advantage of that thing you're calling for? Okay, when you even saw that they have taken advantage of it, why didn't you stop? You see that exactly. That's my point. Okay, since you are very intelligent and you're smart, other people that saw far into the future called you and said, my brother, my son, no go this way. Okay, let me ask you, who started the sit-at-home?
Who started Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started the sit-at-home?
IPOB.
The IPOB, under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
It wasn't Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was in prison, was in detention.
No, before this one, there was it at home when Mazi was around.
Okay, I'm just telling you this one. Okay.
Okay, this present one is the
Anyway,
IPOB.
okay, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB. It wasn't Simon Ekpa. That's what I want to
No,
establish.
No, it wasn't
him, right?
Simon, no.
Okay. So, when they started the sit at home, why did they call it off? Did you hear?
They never called off the sit at home because they said every Monday, whenever Mazi can go back to court, there will always be sit at home.
Good. They specified not every Monday. They said
Whenever Mazi can go to court, yes.
Good. So that is the people that started. You see, you cannot be a copycat. Everything boils down to the same thing I'm telling you.
Yes, they know this, they thought it up. Then Simon Ekpa took charge of every Monday.
Yeah, that's what
Yes, he
we're
took
saying
charge
the
of
same
every
thing.
Monday.
We're saying the same. Alex,
Alex,
just be hearing yourself. I'm leading you. We're saying the same thing. Just
I
understand
hear
it.
you.
Copycat. Again, he's copying. It's not him. Because if you started it, you have to understand how the struggle is. Omoyele Sowore called for revolution. His own is revolution now. He owned it. Anything that happened that day, whether somebody was killed on the day Omoyele Sowore called, he is the one they'll be blaming.
Yes.
When we call for protest, the days of raid protest, now we call the protest. It has our name. Okay?
Yes,
so,
I know.
When DSS called for sit at home, now them call for the sit at home. After they call for the sit at home, at a point when they saw, that's why I like when they say DSS is white. I quarreled with the DSS.
DOS. They are calling DSS.
DOS. I said DOS. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
DOS. When this whole Mazi Nnamdi Kanu thing was happening, I was the one. I myself, like so many other people, were blaming DOS. But all I can do to your children, Alex, is to blame your children for something that. But I can't get to the point where I now say your children has become so stubborn that from today I declare them they are no longer your children, Alex.
No, it's not possible.
Good. That is you and your family. I can only come and intervene. I can only come and contribute and explain. That's all I can do. It's your family. It's your if you and your children you have a restaurant you're running, I see the way you people are doing, you're rude, I just leave that restaurant and go to another restaurant and eat my food. If now motor way on I get motor park, the way I just leave your motor park and enter another motor. In fact, if I get angry too much and I get my money, I'll just come beside you and build another motor park and put my own car. That's the most you can do. So by the time DSS looked at the way things were going, DOS. I don't like DSS. That's the only coming to my mind. By the time DOS saw the way things were going, remember, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was not there. This is a new leadership, Chike Dozie. Does it mean he was acting 100% the best way? And when they say DOS, everybody thought that Chike Dozie was DOS. They didn't know that DOS was a group. It was Directorate of State. Do you understand? He was their leader. But they have Directorate of State, which every time they want to take a decision, they all meet and take a decision. So that time, they were trying. Their leader has been taken away from them. Just like, remember Jesus Christ and the disciples. When Jesus Christ was taken, there was confusion now. They were gathering together to plan what to do. They were afraid. They didn't have the boldness they have now. So they called on something. By the time they called on that thing, it was affecting our people. They now said, no. We have listened. And we have now realized that the way this thing is going is not the right way. Let's now do it only on the day that Nnamdi Kanu is going to court. But did the people accept? No. The people continued, not even at Simon Ekpa's direction. It was later on. So let's get the facts straight. When DSS called off the sit at home, people continued to sit at home. They were angry. But look at the wisdom in what DOS did. When the sit at home was in effect, all the people that they caught, because police will just come and army, they just arrest young people and take them to Abuja. Guess who they will call? They will call IPOB, DOS. Come and release this. These are your people. People who are not members of IPOB, people I know, because I have that information. Do you know how much they paid to bail? There was a group that they bailed. They bailed them, they released them to put, when they came to Motor Park, to put them inside vehicle. Army intelligence came there and rearrested them. And now they started trying to release those people again. So that was a lot of financial implication for IPOB. Now, when IPOB comes and makes an official statement that they are no longer calling for this Monday sit at home, anybody that is doing that is doing so on their own. So it was no longer business for police. So when police go and catch people now, and they tell IPOB, we caught these people doing sit at home, IPOB will say, we didn't call for sit at home. So police, they stopped it. But that time it was big business. 50, 60, 100 people. They just catch them from Southeast and take them to Abuja, take them to Sokoto. IPOB will run up and down to release them. Now, when you find yourself that method was no longer working, and you said every day Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to court, we will call for sit at home, because there is a specific reason why we're doing what we're doing. We see civil disobedience. Civil disobedience is to get somebody's attention. And has what they have, has it worked? Haven't you seen that at least we have the success of the court has said release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? It's just that the government is saying no. So at least we can agree that some success has been achieved with the method of the structure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has with his legal team. They are achieving their result. It's not the sit at home. Now, when Simon Ekpa now came and he's copying what the people are already doing. Do you understand? He's copying it and he's making it his own. That is why we have a problem. And without digressing too much anymore, that's why he needs to be arrested and he needs to be put in place. And let me tell you what people believe and the confidence he has. The confidence he has is that he believes, and his followers believe, that because of the Biafran struggle, if you say that what Simon Ekpa is doing is bad, then the police and the authorities of the country will say, but I thought IPOB is a freedom fighting organization. Isn't that the same thing that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is saying that he's saying? Isn't it the same thing? Why are you now saying that we should catch this person? And what about other people? But it's not like that. We need to break everything to the minutest detail. That's why you investigate and you can sieve it. Just like you say ESN. No, there is ESN and there's ESN. One ESN is the fake one that is causing the havoc. The other ESN is the ESN that is under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You see, when they catch people and they say, we are ESN, I don't know if you heard the audio message by Chinasa Nworu. Chinasa Nworu explained very well. When people say, I want to join ESN, and they say no. Do you know there were people that were calling me? There were people that were sending me message and said they are ESN commanders. So I'm telling you. And what I did was, and they were real, not just as fake. I just handed their number to IPOB. And IPOB was able to deal with them. Because in every organization, You have people who want to take advantage
Okay.
because they see that I do program. They send me people. I say, hunger is killing us. We need ammunition, bros. You can help us. This is our account number. Send us money. It could even be fake. You don't know.
Dr. Chidi, please, I want to ask you one shocking question now.
Yeah.
What if by January this year, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out, and we hope so it should come out anytime from now. He comes out and he applauds Simon Ekpa for what he's doing.
Yes. That's a theoretical question. Then life will continue from there. You don't know. You see, you can't base a lot on assumption. You can't. It's just like me asking you now, my brother, what if tomorrow now, me, Chidi, I now form an organization and begin to attack Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? You will just see it now and you will react when you see it. There's no way I can predetermine what you will do. When that one happens, it will happen now. We'll see it happening. And then we'll take it from there because there will be a reason. When he will say his reasons for it.
Yeah.
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can come. Let me even answer the question for you. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes tomorrow and he says, my people, I applaud Simon Ekpa. You see that time that he called that thing and that woman died? That woman died because she was part of the sacrifice. Some people must be sacrificed. All the people that died that time, observing that they refused to observe it at home, and our men went and enforced it and killed those people. Let me go and write it down now. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu says that thing, Dr. Chidi Nwanyama will do a video and I will blast Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And I will tell him that as long as, if that's what he believes, I don't believe that with him. You have to know that's who I am. I'm only supporting him because I think that his intentions are genuine. So that will tell you that who is Simon Ekpa, that I can't report him to police. If I can report Omoyele Sowore, if I can do that to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it's because of my convictions. If Sowore tomorrow say, okay, my people, I decided that we understand politics now. So Obasanjo they've been calling me, so I decided to go and take money from them. At least let's collect money from them as compensation, and we're going to drop from this campaign. What do you think some of us will do to him? That's one thing about us. That's one thing about our movement. We don't have any.
You run as a governor in the ACC.
Eh?
I think you once contest as a governor now.
When I contested as governor, go and check. We are over 70 candidates. They offered money to the other people. They kept on dropping. They came to me. They offered me money. They say it's to compensate me. I said, are you mad? How much did they even offer? I think it was 2 million naira that time. I said, do you know, is it to start with, even if I'm going to take your money, how much did my billboards cost? How much do you think it costs to put one giant billboard on the road? Go and check how many I put on the express and inside Enugu town. Or is it the flyers? Or is it the posters? Or is it my flight ticket to Nigeria and back to Canada? How many times? Or is it my hotel bill? Or is it my food, or is it the campaign vehicles, the ones that we branded? Or is it the t-shirt, the cap, the banners? Come and so I told them, you can't buy me. At the end, it was just three of us that stood and contested against the governor of this out of 70-something people. So if somebody that is in the same thing with me compromises, I let they are not worthy of my respect. You have to be able to stand your ground. And that's why, how many people are watching our program right now? They are not plenty, but it will not make me change the kind of person I am. When there are 1,000 people, when there are 50, when there are 10, when there's 2, it won't change me from who I am. I will continue to be the person that I am. Because that That is the thing. That is my covenant with God. I have to tell the truth. I have to live my life to the best of my ability in a way that I treat human beings with respect and dignity. And anything that I know that will hurt them, I will not do it deliberately. I'm not perfect, but I will do my best. I will defend people's rights when I can. It's expensive. It costs a lot. Somebody will say, Chidi, your name is just being your. I say, you think I care about my name? But if it is about my name alone, then you won't see me go out and carry placard and be singing solidarity for you, Dr. Chidi, architect, master's degree, chief in your village, president, Nigerian, Canadian, reverend doctor, pastor. You carry all that, you just go stand for road, they sing, go, they beat drum, they beat this thing, they carry tear gas, throw back. It's because you have made nonsense of. It's not about you. It's about humanity.
Okay, Dr. Chidi, thank you so much.
Listen, you don't turn them into interview.
I maybe we have one day I'll come a proper interview.
You call me on your channel. I'll come for interview on your channel.
Okay, that will be better. But my channel, we have a lot of warriors.
No, you see, their problem is that they don't engage. They don't engage.
It's true.
Bring me on your program. Let us engage, because a lot of them, they don't have the details. They don't have the details. Some of the questions I've asked you today, I don't think anybody has engaged with you like that, or somebody has painted the picture from this direction that I painted it to you, because you will be the one answering the questions. So bring me, that's what I've been saying, because at the end, if we make a mistake,
yes,
boy, now we go live with the mistake.
Okay, Dr. Chidi, thank you for this opportunity. I have to prepare a question based, and it's about Simon Ekpa.
Anything you want. Anything you want. Anything you want. I will come to your thing, because you see, the unfortunate thing is this: a lot of us, we do a lot of other things. Okay, we may not have enough, because everybody has their mission and their agenda in life. We may not have as much time to spend every night like Simon Ekpa does, and because of that, they could take it to an advantage. Okay, like the day I called the embassy, I just realized that one person is thinking that the other person should have done it, and another person should be thinking that. But I said, why hasn't anybody asked that kind of question?
Yeah.
And even that day, you see the way autopilot people react. Somebody say, "Oh, you were showing his name, you were showing his number." But I will show you something now. Let me show you something that is online. That if they have ever bothered, because they're saying, "Oh, it's Chidi. Chidi revealed where Simon Ekpa lives. Chidi want them to go and catch him." So what?
Location.
So what? Which location?
In Finland.
This is Simon Ekpa's website. This is Simon Ekpa's website. Do you see that? Simon Ekpa.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Okay, so when you go to home, is it not Simon Ekpa?
Yes, Simon Ekpa. Yes.
Okay, when you go to contact us, what do you see? Let's see.
Yes.
Is it not an address?
Yes, exactly.
So why are you? Is it not ignorance when you think it's Chidi? It's public information, but they don't know how to do it. I wasn't even going to talk about his address or where he lives. It was when that guy said, "Oh, did you say that the embassy official told you where Simon Ekpa lives? She doesn't have the right." If I say I can't talk with those kind of people. People will say that you're proud. You're proud. How can you say? But you see, that kind of thinking is so little. It's so I don't even know how to describe it. Somebody's there arguing that the embassy officer told you. They went and called the embassy officer. Did you tell this guy his name? The embassy officer, no, I didn't say. They come and say, "Chidi, you lied. You lied."
Dr. Gigi, give me hours to go to Happy New Year. I wish you all the best, sir.
Go
Happy
and
New Year.
go and advise your autopilot people. Their level of
Please
thinking
greet
is too low. So
your wife for me.
I will. Please greet your family,
Okay,
okay?
okay, sir. Thank you
All
very
right.
much. Good
Thank
to
you
have
so
you,
much.
sir. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
sir. I will
Yeah,
call
bye-bye.
you, sir.
Okay, no problem. No
Thank
problem.
you.
No problem. Yeah. Okay. My sister Anne, I think you slept on me. You slept off on us here. So guys, I'm going to stop here. They've made me talk and talk and talk. Kingsley, thank you so much for participating, and every other person who was there in the comments section. Thank you very much. I thank all of you for hanging out with me. I told you that we're going to finish 2022 strong, and I stayed. It was one person, two people. I still stayed, and at the end of the day, it was an interesting discussion, and that's just to show you how the next year is going to be. Lady Jane, thank you so much for being there. Thank you for your support too. Thank you. And my prayer is that next year will be wonderful for all of us. Um, my prayer is also that people who are deceived, people who something has blinded their vision, that God will open their eyes to see. God will open their eyes to see. Remember the prayer when they said God should open the eyes of the servant of forgot the person now, to see what they see that there was an angel there. A lot of people, they are moving on a road. They think that that road has a bridge where the river passes. They don't know that that bridge is no longer there. Somebody on helicopter is sending them message back and saying there's no bridge there, there's no bridge there. They are moving at 200 kilometers per hour and praying that something should happen to their motor so that the engine will just knock and they don't get to that bridge, because if they continue the way they are going, they will definitely fall inside that water. And God will bless all of us, okay? On behalf of Dr. Erica and every member of our team, which includes you. Okay, before I go, please don't forget this. We're going to be here tomorrow at 8 p.m. Nigerian time to talk with Omoyele Shore. We're going to do giveaways. I've not done giveaways. Shore doesn't even like giveaways, but I'm going to try it. So please help us invite people. Tell them it's going to be giveaway. On behalf of Dr. Erica, I want to say I love you guys and I wish you happy New Year 2023. Bye-bye.